National anthems. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the peril.
What's going on, everybody? Shorthanded here with you. It's a Monday night, December 18, 2023. How's everybody doing out there today? We got a big game. Matthew Tkachuk makes his second return to the Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary. So let's get into this contest, shall we? Head coach by Paul Maurice is the Florida Panthers, 18-10-2. Third in the Atlantic. It sounds like this. Aleksander, Barkov, Evan Rodrigues, Sam Reinhart with Gustav Forsling and Aaron Ekblad. Sam Bennett, Carter Verhaeghe, Matthew Tkachuk, Mikael, Brandon Montour, Kevin Stenlund, Tulis Reinhart, Nick Cousins, Stephen Lorentz, Ryan Lundberg, and Will Lockwood with OEL, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and Dmitry Kulikov. Anthony Stolarz will be the starter in net. And for the Calgary Flames, it sounds like this. Elias, Lindholm, Andrew Mangiapane, Yegor, Sharangovich with MacKenzie, Weegar, and Rasmus Andersson. It's Mikael, Backlund, Jonathan Huberdeau, Blake Coleman, Noah Hanifin, and Chris Tanev. Yes, he does draw back into the lineup. Nazem, Kadri, Connor Zary, and Martin Pospisil will be on the third line today, it looks like. And Adam Ruzicka, AJ Greer, Dylan Dubé will be the back end with Dennis Gilbert, Nick DeSimone. It'll be Jacob Markstrom. Markey is back in goal for the Calgary Flames. They're head coached by Ryan Huska. They're 12, 14, and 5 on the season, fourth in the Pacific. So there is a few narratives that we can draw into today as far as Matthew Tkachuk. Again, the Calgary Flames are trying to go 3-0 in this matchup since the trade. Again, Tkachuk admitted last year it was a whirlwind kind of back-to-back games and back-to-back weeks. Haven't had a chance to get a level. Now there's an opportunity when you look at Matthew Tkachuk, and I'll say the same thing still for Brandon Montour and Aaron Ekblad, who only have 4 points on the season. Matthew Tkachuk, 5 goals, 16 assists, 21 points. I, for the life of me, still don't understand how Tkachuk, Montour, and Ekblad are in this lineup after being hurt in the first round since the Boston Bruins not being able to recover and had to go toe-to-toe with the Vegas Golden Knights in the Stanley Cup Final before losing in 5 games. But they're in the lineup, so that's probably the reason why Matthew Tkachuk only has 5 goals on the year in this system. And he was asked about it, honestly. He said, look, this team's doing well right now. I'm not going to push myself at this point. I'm going to stay within the system. We're going to continue to try to get wins. On the other side, that's what the Panthers have done, getting a 5-1 victory against Edmonton after being shut out back-to-back games 4-0 by Seattle and Vancouver. For the Calgary Flames, as we said, 12, 14, and 5. They are starting to become a pain in the you-know-what to play against. I understand 4, 4, and 2 in the last 10 games doesn't sound very good, but this Flames team is starting to score goals. Again, they were in a difficult part of the schedule. They did get a 4-2 victory against Tampa Bay. Cooper and I had talked about that last week when they played against the Colorado Avalanche, and they had to deal with that devastating comeback, and then you had to deal with the loss in a overtime with Mark Stone in Vegas, the shootout in Minnesota. But Calgary's been right there on this side of it. Now it's going to be Anthony Stolarz against Jacob Markstrom. So what are we going to see tonight? Let's get into it right now. We're at the Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary as this one gets dumped in. It'll be Tkachuk. He's out there right now to start this game. It'll be Weegar off a chance and a big hit out in front by one of the Calgary defensemen. Huberdeau keeps it in. And mix and matching. Third line, it looks like a Stolarz. Goes out of his neck of plate. He kind of fans on it. And Tkachuk, reverse body hit by Weegar. Here's a shot from the point by the Flames. And now Florida will get a chance to touch, but it's almost intercepted across the flaming sea. It's Huberdeau trying to play this in between a couple of skates. Coleman now off the stick chop. He's been having an excellent year as this gets flipped from 100 feet. It's good to see Chris Tanev back in the lineup. It's Hanifin now as he's got to give it back to Christopher here. Here's the cross pass. Mangiapane beautifully plays it in between his legs, picks it back up, shot right in the stomach of Stolarz. Here's rebound. There's a one-timer. And this goes off the stick of Stolarz. He's down. And we will see if the mask gets dislodged or if he just blew a blade inside his skate. So 18:59 left to go in the first. That might be a precipitous stop here for the Florida Panthers on that side. Yes, he lost his skate blade near inside the left post. Maybe it got hit by the puck. The vulcanized rubber might have jarred it loose. He's going to need some repairs. Well, this is going to be an interesting start here to this first period, no doubt about it. So a couple shots here from the point was driving the offense for the Flames, and then Mangiapane got in tight and near the left part of the dot, let a shot go the top that hit Stolarz in the stomach, and off the wraparound, the pass went to Barkov and then fired in by Lindholm and stopped by Stolarz. And that's where we are here. Just over a minute played in the first. So again, I'm happy for anyone else that joins in on this side. Again, it's probably a solo call. Cooper Hopkins in the middle of moving a little bit on that side, going back to Seattle for Christmas. It's going to be a power play upcoming here for the Florida Panthers as soon as Calgary touches. But here's Florida off their first rush. Verhaeghe will drop it. And this will now be touched by the Flames, and they're going to have to kill an immediate power play from the Florida Panthers. Calgary already has the first 4 shots on goal, and we're just 18:37 into this first. So you can take that for what it is right now. Shut to the traffic. Might have got some goaltender interference, but to be honest with you, Gustav Forsling, I think, pushed Mangiapane into Stolarz, and yet the Florida Panthers got benefit of the doubt as Stolarz rocked his head back. Again, he did get hit with some decent contact. Nonetheless, Brandon Montour will drop this one back for Barkov. Barkov is absolutely silky smooth. He's one of the best two-way forwards that we have in the game still. Barkov, captaincy. Get this across the right side wall now. As this will go across the red line, it's Barkov with the sauce pass to the left side dot. An extra pass here. It will be stopped almost near the post as Florida recollects. Tkachuk with the sauce pass. Barkov plays it off the wall near the right side. We'll get it back from Montour. Barkov patient. Number 16 still with it. Drops from Montour in the high slot. Still moves this across. Verhaeghe gets his shot blocked. Tkachuk sets it down. Here's a bomb. This goes off of Markstrom. 17:45 left to go in the first. It's Barkov near the right side. Calgary makes a play falling down to get it out, and they will do so successfully. 1 minute left to go in the power play. Stolarz will play it here for Ekblad. Now it'll be an opportunity for OEL over Ekman-Larsson as this one goes across, intercepted here. Sharangovich will try to brush this away across the blue line. Calgary will, but Ekblad will gain the red line and fire it in. So bounce off Sharangovich. Be near the left side blue line now. Calgary's penalty kill 8 for 12. And that last stretch a little over 66%. You want to get those numbers up in the recent stretch as the power play is down to 30 seconds. Here's a chance left to right. Evan Rodrigues will sauce it near the right side wall to Ekblad, and Rodrigues will turn, spin around the net near the left side dot. Pass gets blocked by Calgary. Played off the wall too far for Ekblad, and AJ Greer took a look, but this didn't find him. Stolarz will brush it back deep. Greer will steal the puck, and he will fire it back around. This is going to allow Calgary to reset their lines. Nazem Kadri, the lone forechecker, as Calgary returns to full strength. Florida does not have a shot on goal just yet. 16:30 left to go in this first. As this bounced up in the air, Markstrom goes to play it. Puts it around the inboards. Dmitry Kulikov can't hold the line. It's a race for the puck. Connor Zary trying to get through a stick battle, but Gustav will get there first. Forsling cancels it out. Now he'll make a pass for Nick Cousins. It bounces off former Flame in Lomberg, and it'll be icing against the Panthers. 16:13 left to go in the first. John out here with you on the call. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this game. I know I will do so. I wish Cooper Hopkins would be able to be here for this one because we know it's a big contest. But there's a lot of stuff going on during the holidays, and it's completely understandable. I still need to get my reps for the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. That's my plans. Wednesday and Friday are already canceled off, and then we have the Saturday and Sunday with the Waterford Sharks. As this one is flipped in. Picked up by the Panthers now. As DeSimone takes a spill, it's Kulikov. We'll send this one across to the left side dot, and this goes right in that catching glove of Markstrom. Florida gets their first shot of the game. 15:55 to go in this first. So we are watching on a Sportsnet feed in the Saddle Dome, and Rick Ball and Kelly Hurdy on that side. Again, they are one of the best, and I'm not just saying that on that side. Again, I am very apropos to Ken Daniels and Mickey Redmond from my hometown side, but the Calgary Flames TV broadcast is still one of the best, despite what you think the teams are going through. I will always fight that. As this is Lindholm, can't win the draw. Christopher Tanev will play this up the backhand to Hanifin, and it's Mangiapane. He's getting taken down. Huberdeau trying to fight, and Sharangovich as well. Are we going to get a penalty call? I think we will. Mikael is going to get a high stick, and the Flames will go to a power play. So again, it's going to be interesting for me to see on the CBS Sports side. It has Kadri, Zary, and Pospisil on the third line, and Backlund, Huberdeau, and Coleman on the second one. A little bit of adjustment there for Ryan Huska, maybe to add a little bit more depth, because when you think about Stenlund, Eetu Luosterainen, and Nick Cousins on the third line against Kadri, Zary, and Pospisil, shouldn't that be an advantage for the Flames? We'll see how that has to work out, though. Lindholm will take the draws. Kadri, Andersson, Sharangovich, and Zary on the power play. So the top line here. Power play is 28th out of 32. Penalty kill is 11 at 81% for the Panthers. This is a scramble off the draw. It's between a bunch of different players. Florida able to find this one. Markstrom will slow it down. Rasmus near the left side red line. Andersson now will try to take this right to left in the first period. Again, we're in the sea of the red, so Flames are in all red with the gold and pretty much white striping in the middle of the pants. The Florida Panthers are in the road whites with the blue pants and the red striping. There's an opportunity for another former Flame. Sam Reinhart, this is a good pass, and a blocker save has to be made. Ekblad puts this around the inboard, so it'll be Sharangovich. Again, the Florida penalty kill over the last 10 out of 11 has been very good, 90%. As it's Rasmus Andersson, wide camera angle lens, a little interesting one at that. It's going to be easily broken up by Kevin Stenlund, so Paul Maurice is going to like that. I'm sure Ryan Huska won't. We'll take a change. It'll be another opportunity to go ahead and race for this thing. And to Luosterainen, we'll watch, but it'll be Jonathan Huberdeau, as this is played by Backstrom on that side, and Jacob Markstrom, on the other end for Backlund, and this is fired back down. And now Jacob Markstrom, Marky's got it. 14:20 left to go in the first. It's MacKenzie Weegar to Blake Coleman, nicely in between his legs as he gets through a couple of stick chops. Right at the net was Huberdeau, but the pass just eluded him, and now this is right in the middle of the slot to nobody. And Weegar is exhausted. Markstrom sees that. He plays this pass near the left dot. That's not an exaggeration. Ekblad, Coleman trying to get a stick in there, and he will just fire this down from 200 feet. Glove down by Markstrom. And Hanifin, the Flames have nothing going on in this power play, but number 55 has got it across the flaming sea. It's Greer. He'll turn and spin. He was just on the kill, and now he's in the power play trying to drop for Hanifin. Can't do it. Every time the Flames have dropped this to the defense, it hasn't worked. Reinhart near the right side dot goes up the stick shaft of Markstrom. And now flipped by Tanev. We'll see who can grab this one. Martin Pospisil will try to hand-eye this thing out of the air a couple times as this goes across the sea. It's Rasmus Andersson. Good feed to Dylan Dubé, trying to get around three players and drop that to Greer. Florida will intercept, take the long shovel. Markstrom will watch this. The icing will get beat out. Good pass right through the middle of the right dot. Montour was cutting in. He'll turn around and fire as Lundberg will watch. This will be gloved down the air by the Flames. And 13 minutes left to go in the first. We're still scoreless. It's 4-2. Near the left side wall, Florida gains the entry now. Dennis Gilbert. Spin this one back around for DeSimone. Played nicely here. Weegar, touch pass, Mangiapane. DeSimone trying to get on his horse and get a couple stick chops. It's knocked away at the red line by Sharangovich, but it's still battled for. Lockwood lost it. And now the Flames will try to take this the other way. Lindholm's got time and space near the left side. He slows up, gets stuck into a stick battle, gets hit right in the head, and taken down pretty quickly. I was hoping he would just take a slap shot there, but he let the opponent catch up. This is flipped in here for Markstrom. Casually brushed to the side for Tanev. Has a little trouble with it. And now this will be flipped by Hanifin. Here's a pass from 80 feet. Kadri will gain the red line. Pospisil will give a chase out there with Zary. as this is knocked away with a stick a couple times. Florida plays this nicely in off the window near the right side red line, gaining entry, but a couple step offside might have been Tkachuk as well. And at the 12-minute marker of the first, we go to break.
Can't sleep.
Just a lot on my mind.
I can't sleep either.
It only gets tougher with age.
Mom, what?
Well, knowing Progressive can protect your home, auto, and business should help you relax. Good. I could use a good night's sleep.
Me too. You know earlier, Jimmy should gets up every day.
Wait, is this all a dream?
Why would Jamie be in my dream? I am America's biggest spokesperson.
Debatable.
I said biggest.
Now he's got you there.
I present to you the girl with Fox Fox. Take that. This place is that box.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Brenda.
So hurry, everyone. Here he is, ready to go.
Your box is for everyone.
You from Frost Way, with a buddy and a meal in every box. The Curry Frost Box. Live sports. Take a look at the numbers. Goal 17 tied for fifth. Power play goal 7 tied for fifth. Game-winning goal 4. Third place, multi-point lead. Watch this great stick goal by Reinhart. Kadri's going to try to put it back to the point. Now it's shorthanded. That led to the great chance by Barkov. Here's another great read, taking away that concept clear. That led to a really good exit by the Panthers. And also this scoring chance by Reinhart. He just started to move the wide. 64 goals the last 2 seasons. As you mentioned, 17 this year. He's a big end here. He's going to get paid. He's going to get paid. There's no doubt about that.
As we check back in, we lost the score clock on the Sportsnet side. We're not even halfway through the first period. Sam Reinhart, the profile on him, 3 goals, power play, 10 shots in the last 4 games against the Flames. Want to be able to do something against your former team, no doubt about it. There's Stenlund. Flip this one across near the left side. Down will go wide near the wall. And the Flames will recollect. Kadri with a nice play. This might break Pospisil. Backhand scores! Martin Pospisil from a Kadri pass. And that was unbelievable. And the Flames strike first. Holy cow. What a no-look pass there from Nazem Kadri. And Pospisil gets it done. He beats Stolarz off the backhand. There was not a lot of room. There was late arriving Panthers there, but he got past OEL. He got past Stenlund. It was Stenlund giving chase, trying to get a hook in there of a stick lift. What a pass by Kadri. And it's Pospisil. He gives the Flames the lead. 11:15 left to go in this first. That was a ridiculous, ridiculous goal. And the Flames will take it, no doubt about it. So they draw first blood at the Saddle Dome right now. Again, as mentioned, they're trying to go 3-0 in this matchup since the Matthew Tkachuk trade to Florida. Trying to beat them 3 straight times. You've got to be careful. The Panthers have been excellent. Reinhart, glove down, great save for Markstrom. Montour was cutting right in the middle of the slot. Kadri and Gilbert get the assists. Reinhart now off the half spin near the left side red line. Nicely intercepted by Tanev. And now it's Mangiapane. Big an opportunity for Sharangovich. He'll slow up and shoot. This goes up the left pad of Stolarz. Again, Stolarz still in this game. He had a little bit of a skate blade pop off near the left side of his pad. No worse for wear, though. It's Reinhart. Rodrigues let it fly. And this gets stopped by the 5-hole Markstrom. Backlund now. Sharangovich will reach. But this will fall back to MacKenzie Weegar. It's Backlund. Captaincy. He'll fire. This one gets off a stick of Ekblad. Up and out of play. 10:14 left to go in the first. The Flames have taken the lead. I know Cooper Hopkins is going to like that goal no matter where he's watching. I'm sure he's also watching Monday Night Football game. It's a big one for the Seattle Seahawks against the Philadelphia Eagles. There's a lot to do today. There's a lot to do for me as well. I got a couple of backups that I got to write during the intermissions for the Wings and the Pistons, and then do our game story now, and then any other edits for the Hopeful Sports Guy for the Waterford Sharks and the Gaylord Snow. As Gaylord just put their goal scorers in there, and I'll get that edited by the time this commercial break hits. So, a lot going on in this busy Monday, as it's Huberdeau. Weegar will walk across and shoot. Stolarz will cover it down and close the 5. 10:07 left to go in the first. Calgary's got a 5-4 shots on goal advantage. And I said this going into the opener. I meant this with the most earnest on that side. Again, Calgary with the 4-4-2, you might want the record to be better, but we noted the teams that they've been playing of late. They've been battling across every single game. And I know what some people will take of that and say battling for teams that are struggling. Look, I get it. But we didn't see any of that last year with the Calgary Flames. We didn't see that fight, that pushback. When they were down, they pretty much wouldn't get any points. Now, this is a team that's really, really fighting under Ryan Huska and Craig Conroy's leadership, and I think they're doing quite well this year with what they have. Sure, you want some things to be better. Sure, you want to figure out some things with Elias Lindholm. You already had to move on from Nikita Zadorov. This is a team that's definitely going to have to make some moves over the next couple of years, but everything Conroy said he wanted to do right now, he's done so far this year. They've stuck to that game plan. It's important that they continue to do so. Again, 5-1-1 are the Panthers in their last 7 games, but they lost 2 of the last 3. As we said, 2 to shutout, before they pretty much upended the Edmonton Oilers. Go to break again. Pospisil, 1-0 lead for the Flames, 9:33 left in the opening frame.
With a buddy and a meal in every box. The Curly Frost Box. The holidays on Dale's Farm weren't very festive. Until he saved big on a Bluetooth speaker with Amazon's last minute deals. And now,
Mamacita.
that mama is part dancer, part prince. Top last minute deals now on Amazon.
My daughter says she works in B2B where she sells SEO and MRM to CPGs. I don't all the time. She was speaking complete sentences before she was 2.
Parents don't get B2B marketing. LinkedIn does. LinkedIn is the place to be.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you, not Paul. You don't want to rate Paul. Get a rate based on you and drive lives in the Allstate app.
Live sports.
Personally, you said it like right me out as a player, and really just made me realize like what winning is about going into last year's fight. When I thought I knew what it was like, but I had no idea. So now I do.
Coach Matthew Tkachuk this morning meeting with the media to talk about that long playoff run that he and the Panthers went on, and just the experience and the details that they picked up. Certainly ended for him with that broken sternum, but it was a run where he gained valuable experience. Gentlemen.
Also learned about points or pain the Stanley Cup Finals. Rasmus should get 3 Thursday.
So 9:25 left to go in the first. It's a face-off win, a defensive end for the Flames, but here come the Panthers. As this is played for Verhaeghe off the stick of Markstrom, and he's got it near the right side red line. Gets through a couple battles here for Backlund, and the short side chance. It's going to go off the post. It was Tkachuk providing the screen. You can always tell with the mouthpiece. Kind of does the same deal like Steph Curry on that side. You could definitely pick up on that, as it's Rasmus Andersson. We'll go ahead and fire it in. And this is sent down. Both teams will take a line change as Stolarz will go ahead and play from the defensive side. Panthers are down 1-0. They're on the road. Scotiabank settled them. John Under with you with the solo call, but I know Cooper Hopkins is watching on in spirit here on this Tkachuk as this pass gets dropped. And the Flames, Hanifin nicely here for Kadri. Kadri try to get it around for Zary. Zary spin back around the boards as Kadri takes a spill. He's trying to buy some time. As this with Hanifin just keeping this in across the blue line. Zary now off his forehand. It will go off the short side of Stolarz. It'll hit the stick. Pospisil recollect here for Zary. And he'll flip this. This gets tipped off of Florida's stick. Kadri will give chase. This is near the right side wall. And between the referee, Tanev trying to turn around and find it. And yes, he will. 8:05 left to go in this first. Again, it's a 1-0 lead for Calgary. And this is the second time Matthew Tkachuk has entered the Settle Dome since the trade. Here's a rush. That'll be an opportunity for Dylan Dubé. Fourth line side out there for Ryan Huska's squad. Florida try to take this one left to right. Hasn't been a lot of that. Reverse hit knocked down a couple Panthers in flames. Evan Rodrigues. First line for Paul Maurice will fire it in to the left side wall. Markstrom will go ahead and settle it down. It's Reinhart. He gets bumped against the wall with Rodrigues. Rodrigues will pinball it and use the carry here for Ekblad. He gets it back, potentially wide off the screen attempt. And it's Forsling. Dylan Dubé, nice play one-handed. He gets stick lifted from behind. It's chance for Reinhart. Good save for Markstrom. Backhand clearing attempt bounces up in the air. This is going to work out for Florida. Ekblad now. Try to cue this one wide near the left side post. That's what it was aiming for. But 7-11, open all day. That's where we get the stoppage here. 8-6 is the shots now for Florida. Calgary out in front. They show Kadri and Mikael in a little bit of a stick battle near the left side post here on that side. And then a short side change try to be pushed away by Kadri. He's all in the middle of it. Now he's starting to give it to the Florida bench. So he's really into this game. When Nazem Kadri plays like that, I always say that's a really good thing for the Calgary Flames. 3 goals and 23 shots in the last 5 games. Certainly been playing well of late. Backlund. Going to go ahead and try to take this draw. It's the Huberdeau line out there with Backlund right now. Coleman also out there as well. Again, it's a little bit of a promotion at this time, but he's been playing so well, why not? Backlund. We'll get this here for Dennis Gilbert. As this is a bad turnover, and this is Markstrom. Again, if that was picked up in the middle there by Stenley, he could have walked in and shot it. He tried to deflect it instead. It would have been a break. As this is picked up now near the right side blue line. Sent in now for Gilbert. Nick DeSimone's got to be on his P's and Q's. This bounces off the referee. This is going to help Panthers now. Ekblad, he goes for a deflection. Stenlin was right there in the office, but this goes up and out of play. Again, if I'm Stenlin and I get a chance to do over here within the last 10 seconds, maybe you take one of those 2 deflections, park that, and go for the wrist shot. I mean, the left side of the goal mouth is wide open. He didn't take it. He's just trying to flutter this thing. You take a couple extra, maybe a half a second there. When you have the space from an Ekblad pass, probably scoring a goal. But that is just me. 6:42 left to go in this first. Defensive zone draw loss, but this will be recollected for MacKenzie Weegar again, the Florida Panther. Same thing for Jonathan Huberdeau. It's not out again. Tkachuk has it. How many times are the Panthers going to be able to do this and the Flames get away with it? Chance gets blocked before it ever hit Markstrom in front of a cross pass. It's Chucky now trying to get this one. Still not cleared out. Tkachuk in on his horse. As this goes for Verhaeghe, he gets crunched by Weegar, but it's Tkachuk again. Good reverse body. That little truculence there, if you want to call it that. It's Verhaeghe off the short side. Bounce off of Weegar skates. And again, as we say with the Florida Panthers, they love to work behind the net to create chances. They're doing that right now. They've already held the blue line 2 times and hemmed the Flames in. And they are desperate to get this out. They still can. And there's some tired bodies here. Now, barely in across the neutral zone will allow them to take a change. And Florida is exhausted as well. So Rasmus Andersson thought about giving it up to Kadri. Kadri will give it right back to him. Rasmus will go ahead and take his change as they let everybody rush in on that line. So Pospisil will deliver a hit. Kadri tries to locate. And now we'll see if the Flames can keep it in as it's bounced up out of the air by Kadri on a stick. And now Lorenz will fire it in across the red. DeSimone loses it. Short side chance saved there by Markstrom with the left glove. It's Connor Zary near the left wall. Will make the saucer pass in the middle across the C. That's where the Flames will dump it in. Near the left wall, Kulikov is quick about it. And Oliver Ekman-Larsson will loop this pass down into the defensive end of the Flames, trying to play this in between the legs, but the Flames are there off the backhand. It's an opportunity now to get this clean. Here's a breakout. Dylan Dubé in with speed. He is taken down. Is there going to be a tripping call? Doesn't look like it, as it's Dubé. And near the right side, it gets stick lifted. Sam Reinhart trying to look ahead. It's AJ Greer. Still doing some battling and across the neutral zone. But here are the Panthers. They gain the entry in the left side boards. Here's a chance and a flashy glove save for Markstrom as he gets Evan Rodrigues there. 4:35 left to go in this first as you look at the Johnny Cash mouse on the Sportsnet side. Markstrom with a couple of great saves. The last one on Evan Rodrigues right up the rush near the left dot. He let it go short side, and Markstrom said, no way.
With all this artificial intelligence out, it's hard to tell what's real and what's fake these days. Is this hockey AI or hockey IQ? Another deep fake? It's an unbelievable deep fake. That's definitely predictable. Advanced robotics. Come on, you can tell.
So when I get into the first intermission, I'll get my couple types up there for the Red Wings and the Pistons. I finished the thing that I had to do for the Waterford Sharks and Gaylord Snow, as all their information got updated. So I'll try to get this during the intermission if it's not really active on the YouTube side. But I appreciate you guys joining in. If you're just listening in, it's definitely cool to have that. And John Reinhart on the YouTube side and on Facebook. I said the Flames are trying to go 3-0 in this matchup since the trade. Will they? And one vote right now says yes. They have a 1-0 lead for Martin Pospisil. A goal there from a sick pass from Nazem Kadri. It's a really good-looking play there off the rush. So we'll get that taken care of between each intermission. So all that will leave me is the one football score for the Eagles and Seahawks. Then we'll get our game story. I'll have another late night with you tomorrow on TNT as Celtics go to the Bay Area to take on the Golden State Warriors. So they're showing this on the Sportsnet side. They're showing it during the Stanley Cup Finals, during some of the stuff in Vegas. Matthew Tkachuk took a couple of hits. And man, oh man, they showed it between 2022-23, 40 goals, 109 points, 13 goals at 57-point pace. And I got to believe that broken sternum has everything to do with that. You could say the same thing with Ekblad and Montour, as they're just coming back from that. He soldiered through at the start of the year. Probably shouldn't even be playing right now, as it's Mangiapane. He's got this on the backhand. He tried to feed this head to a teammate there in Elias Lindholm. But this is recollected for Ekblad. Ekblad, again, a +6 on the defensive side. Evan Rodrigues, he is wide open. He was able to cheat all the way down the ice, and the Flames will have to pin him against the wall. As it's Mangiapane, he'll recollect right to left. That's what the Flames want to do. They got a 1-0 lead with 4 minutes left to go in the first. It'll fall to Anthony Stolarz, who got the start today. And now the Panthers and the Road Whites try to take this one left to right. Will be an opportunity for Nick DeSimone, as it's Gilbert. Here's a touch pass across the sea. Kadri makes a play, getting this into the neutral zone as it's Montour turned over with a one-timer. This goes up the outside of the cage. Kadri was the one that let it rip. Gilbert will watch this one bounce away from him, and it's Kevin Stenlund. We'll go ahead and fire it in. Nick DeSimone now. And on the right side wall, has to battle here around against Stenlund, and the Flames will get this away. Connor Zary dropped for Kadri near the left side wall. Will turn and spin in the high slot. This pass partially gets deflected. Here's a touch for Coleman. Coleman now tries to work in behind the officer Stolarz. Rasmus plays the carom, and he slap shots this thing at 95 miles an hour. But Stolarz, privy to it, holds on with 3:09 left to go in the first. 11-8 is the shots on goal in favor of the Panthers, but they're down 1-0 at this point. Again, when we get into the first period intermission, I'll take care of a couple of house inventory things that I got to do for assignments today, but we'll get right back into the second period call on that side. And if I still have some time, I'll give you a scoreboard update as we get into the intermission as well. Again, Blake Coleman now starting to mix in on that top side line of why not. Again, I mentioned this over the last coverage that we had with them, that he is on pace to be able to break some career highs Nick Cousins is the one that got the slash in on Coleman as he was going behind the net. So Calgary, they don't want to go 0 for 2 on this power play. Another goal before the end of the first would be big. Huberdeau. This is a bounce pass. Want to find Kadri, but nothing doing. Now on the high slot, Kadri, Rasmus Andersson will reset this thing. It's Huberdeau. Sharangovich. Now for Zary. Sharangovich. Here's a bomb for Lindholm off the wall. This is another opportunity for Zary, but he can't find it between his legs. And this will be sent back down. 2:40 left to go in the first. Calgary on the second power play as Markstrom will play the clear down. It'll be Rasmus with the puck. We'll send this one back to another partner here, and Yegor Sharangovich. Maybe he'll get the breakout, but no. That's going to negate everything. There's going to be a needless penalty right in front of the Flaming Sea as the camera cut. Somebody cross-check one of the Panthers, and that's going to negate a 122 power play side of it. We'll go for 4-on-4. So when Sportsnet shows it again, I'll relay this to you. Interference call. Very needless one at that. Rasmus Andersson is the one that's going to take it. Some of the Flames can't believe it, but I can't believe he honestly took that hit. So once they show it, I'll throw it back in there as Sharangovich set up a 1T. So Sharangovich has got it. Is there a little bit of embellishment near the Flaming Sea on that side against Rasmus Andersson off the hit? If there was, I think it probably is pretty clear, but Rasmus Andersson still going in the box. So Backlund 5 for 5 on the draw, make it 6 for 6, and it's going to be 4-on-4 for a minute 15. Hanifin has it. We'll see what the extra ice space, who it's going to favor here. Jonathan Huberdeau, MacKenzie Weegar. Here's Hanifin, number 55. Well, Sammy Yegor. As this goes, a bouncing puck. That would have been really tough to pick up there for even for Huberdeau. And this will be an opportunity for OEL. We'll make the pass. A couple stick reaches. This could be bad here. 3-on-1 for the Panthers. Goes off the outside of the cage, though. They didn't elect the tic-tac-toe pass. Probably a break for the Flames. Hanifin. He's got it. He'll slow down and he'll turn. 35 seconds left to go on this 4-on-4. About $1.40 left to go in the first round here with you on the call. 12-8 is the shots on goal advantage for the Panthers. Mangiapane still trying to reset him behind his own net. The Flames haven't really gotten going just yet on this 4-on-4 side. Mangiapane gets it knocked away. It's 3-on-1 right now. Flames have all the reinforcements back as this is just knocked away. Stenlund played this one here from Forsling as it's Tanev. We'll give a chase near the left side wall. Forsling will watch as this goes in between the right side red line. Tanev trying to get this up the backhand. Evan Rodrigues a little too far for him. 1 minute left to go in this first. Panthers have not scored on the power play just yet. It looks like the Flames are 0 for 2, and if the Panthers don't score right now, they'll be 0 for 2 on the power play side. Reinhart, touch, Tkachuk. He's got 5 on the season. His pace is low, but the broken sternum, that's one thing. Fires it right on, gigantic rebound, but it can't be corralled by Florida. They're still with it, though. And the high slot Verhaeghe, he's very patient. Flames are just trying to box it around Jacob Markstrom right now and get the spacing back. Barkov, right in front, Tkachuk scores! It's the Tkachuk line, gets it done. I don't know if it's going to be for Reinhart or for Barkov, but I think it might be Reinhart. Sam Reinhart, former Flame, gets it done. He's leading all goal scorers here for the Panthers, and that is what you don't want. I think that was probably a little bit of a sell job, if I'm being honest, on that penalty against Rasmus Andersson. But wouldn't you know it? When that happens, Tkachuk right on the doorstep from a Barkov pass. Reinhart finds it, lifts it expertly over Markstrom, and it's a 1-1 game as we're getting set to end the first period. Sam Reinhart getting the job done for the Panthers this season. That is his 18th and 39th point of the year. Absolutely good pace right now for Reinhart. This is fired in. It's a 1-1 game now. Played in behind the cage of Stolars. As hit in the face is one of the Flames. They're letting this go. The fans aren't going to like that. Here's a rush. Playing off the back end for Cousins off the back end. Saved by Markstrom. Down with 5 seconds left. Panthers with the puck. They got to get a shot on here. See if they know how much time's left. Montour, rocket, saved by Markstrom. And that ends the first 1-1 after 1.
Greer went down and a heap and is right at the side of the net in the Panthers zone. Let's take a look. There's the, you know what? It's Stanley, and it wasn't to the follow through. I thought it was the defenseman, but it's the centerman. Stanley gets a step right into the face of Greer, and no call. Well, every once in a while, that's going to happen. He's trying to hit the puck in the air, and he misses completely, and he hits Greer. Panthers get away with one. All right. Well, that is a power play goal by Florida. It comes to the final minute. After Rasmus made the game 1-0, final minute goal by Drills and San Reinhart is the red on. Ties it up 1-1 through 1 on Sportsnet.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you, not Paul. You don't want to wonder for. Get a rate based on you with drive rides and the Allstate app.
That's you. The girl with Spotify. From Frostway, with a buddy and a meal in every box. Get Curry Frost Box. Look at you. Forced to be recognized. No, not you, Saquon. Not you. You have a business bank account with QuickBooks Money, now earning 5% APY.
Did you say 5% APY?
5% APY.
I'm just going to go ahead and do a couple of assignments and cleanups here on this side since the YouTube is pretty empty here. And we'll get some other things done. So I'll make mine a little bit shorter, which I'll be thankful for that because there's a lot to do today.
It's checked by experts. Every stitch is tagged and logo. So you'll always get that feeling of freedom.
Play music.
So, Mr. Thomas, what did your son do?
He says he sells clowns.
Have you ever seen these clowns?
No, he says they're invisible.
Parents don't get B2B marketing. LinkedIn does. LinkedIn is the place to be to be.
You don't know this necklace until you do. New Nivea Skin Firming and Anti-Wrinkle Cream with Q-tip for neck and chest. Will firm your skin and visibly reduce wrinkles in as little as 2 weeks. Skin is for moments worth sharing. Nivea is for skin.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive.
So you know Justin Williams, David Amber, we're dressed up for the holidays. We're ready to go.
We look great.
A week before Christmas, and Florida Panthers looked pretty great in the last minute there with the goal by Sam Reinhart. And you said Matthew Tkachuk coming back to Calgary, you expected something from him.
You always do when you play the old team, and you can tell right at the end of the period there, you got to stick on a nice little power play opportunity. Reinhart having a good year and pop one in.
All right, so it's 1-1 after one. Just 4 other games in National Hockey League. Let's show you what's happening around the league. Hope you caught this one on Rogers Monday Night Hockey. Canadians and Jets in Winnipeg. And Josh Anderson resurrected. 4th goal of the season goes for Vancouver inside the net. Gets a foot on it past Hellebuyck, and it's 1-0 Canadians. 4th goal in 7 games. Now comes on there, Christian Dvorak. Similar thing, just get pucks in deep.
don't know. A lot of things are really happening for him right now. We talked about him, but he's kind of always around the puck. He's all around the puck this whole game, and he gets paid off with 1-1 tonight.
Back-to-back multi-point games for him. This fan is living life in the offense. Loving it. Yeah. But Gabe Velarde's loving it on this highlight. Last minute of the second.
Yeah, he's got good hands, especially around the net. You can see it. He's got a ton of confidence right now playing on the top line. He got a big goal for the third.
Yeah, and then the comeback is completed there for Fetty. Cole Perfetti, the first round pick, and we're tied at 2, which means we're going to overtime. Nick Ehlers in the box, 4-on-3. Justin Barron, let's go home.
Good movement here, good move by Suzuki. Just shot a little lane, slid it through.
Back-to-back wins for the Avs, and they sweep the season series from a very good Jets team. Ducks and Red Wings. First period, and I can tell you, Billy Fuso already up this game injured, so the deflection there, Adam Henry, he beats James Reinhart.
I know that it's probably his first or second shot coming a little cold, and that one got through him, so it's really tough luck for Fuso.
Yeah, it was a lower body injury for Fuso. They had another one. Shorty Terry makes it 4-0. The Wings roar back to they lose 4-3. One win in 7 games with Patrick Kane, who had 2 assists in this one. Wild and the Penguins lost 7-0 in the Leafs. Taking on the Wild though.
What's going on, Nonsense? How you doing? I'm just finishing up a couple assignments here. Over in the middle of the intermission, it's a 1-1 game. Sam Reinhart's got the goal. Pospisil's got the goal on the other side for the Calgary Flames. So I'm going to be away for a couple minutes while all this stuff is going on. But I just figured I'd give you the update since you're bounced in, my friend.
Great steam pass, little great reception there, and he had to tap it into it. Well, knows.
A bit of a sophomore slump. That's his 5th of the year. Cracking down 3-2 late in this one. All right, we need you back up to Calgary. Ryan Leslie, Eric Francis, Corey Sarge. 1-1 after 1. Full analysis. Nice hockey.
From Frostway, with a buddy and a meal in every box. The Curry Frost Box.
Estaremos ahí por si te pasa algo con este día especial.
Mamá, por eso tengo State Farm. Es que es peligroso manejar en carretera. Si pasa algo, le mando un texto a mi agente. Tranquilo. State Farm está ahí las 24 horas si los necesito.
24 horas. Amor, como buen vecino, State Farm está ahí solo para tener una cotización hoy. Anti-wrinkle with Q-tip and neck and chest for firmer skin visibly reduce wrinkles in as little as 2 weeks. Skin is for moments worth sharing. Midna is for skin. The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and her retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported. 3,300 wishes granted. 4.3 million meals provided.
and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity. Get 2.9% APR financing on new 2024 Outback or new 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
Live scores. ESPN Plus Originals. Feeding and cooling. Home of no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tie one after one here at the Scotiabank Saddledome. As Rick mentioned off the top of the show, beautiful night, beautiful weather this Christmas season. So we welcome you inside. Probably saw our Jared Francis stop by to talk about the first 20 minutes. And I want to get, I guess, early observations, Corey. I'll start with you on Jacob Martin and Chris Tanev. Let's start with the goaltender. That was a significant amount of time. And I know you wanted to talk about that. Have a number one goalie, maybe your best player all season, to go down for that amount.
Yeah, 7 games, that's not a short amount of time. So it's nice to see the other guys get a chance out there. But in March, coming back, you can still confidence in this team. He has been the number one this year. And the biggest thing for me about Jacob Martin's performance so far this year is it's been utter confidence. Even when he's had little bumps in the road, maybe not he's completely up to snuff, he has refocused and he's gotten the job done. I don't know what he did in the offseason to be in his state of mind, but he's right where he wants or starting goaltender to be. Between years, it's going to be like it's
and of course, Eric, we're going to get to Chris Tanev in a minute, but he's kind of like Chris Tanev of old, not afraid to throw himself in front of it. But there's Jacob Martin showing a little bit of the body work.
Well, listen, any team in the league who gets their number one goaltender back, that's a big deal. And luckily they have some guys that are building admirably, but getting your best offensive defenseman is also a very big deal. So that was both back at the same time just before Christmas. These guys want to go into the holiday break. There's only 4 games left. They want to go in, with a good taste. Sorry, 3 games left with a good taste in their mouth. That's the way to do it, to have those 2 guys back in the lineup. And everybody in the lineup can relax a little more, knowing there's that stability.
You never worry about your defenseman being ready.
Well, how about that security? This guy, the security blanket comment. I'm sure you had a few, maybe you were one, to have other ones back there that just kind of make everything okay.
Yeah, it's the guys that don't get any of the credit, usually. I mean, I could come up with some teammates that I played with. It's the guys that just do the countless little things, the shot blocks, the great outlet passes, you were that guy. Well, I don't know about the great outlet passes, but maybe there were some shot blocks and things like that. Yeah, those are the guys that it's the countless little things, thankless little things that they do, and they're just a piece of glue back there.
It was interesting in Denver. I had a chance to really chat about this in that game. Just the idea that with Nazem Kadri, he was talking about Lee McKinnon's ruthlessness. That was the word. He is ruthless as far as a competitor. Nazem Kadri has a little bit of bite to it.
Well, so we've been told, right? We haven't seen it as much in Calgary as we want to, but we're seeing it tonight. We've got a great clip showing just, he's engaged in it. The boys showed earlier where he's engaged with Mikael there, and it's a pretty good little battle. It's like an old school battle that Corey used to play, and he didn't like it. He's like, you suck, whatever he's saying, I'm not living here, but he was mad about it, and that's what people want to see from Nazem Kadri.
Your trash talk and his word.
Yeah, well, it's not for sure. Exactly. But when he's engaged and fully into it, he's the player that we've seen for the last 24 games. He's got 22 points, and that setup on that last goal for Zary was world class. We've seen, nobody's talking about this guy. Everyone's talking about Huberdeau and other players on the team who are doing well or not. This guy's quietly on about being as advertised and being paid accordingly.
And making others better.
Yeah, he used to walk the line in Toronto. Like, does anybody forget about those things? But he used to be the guy that was always on the verge of suspension. So you know that it's in there somewhere. And he has to play just like what we saw in the first period with that edge.
Okay, so I'm just getting this posted. Again, we're in the middle of the intermission here. It's a 1-1 tie between the Flames and the Panthers here, as we're at the Scotiabank Saddledome. Cooper Hopkins not with me in on this call. Normally he would be all over this in this, but he's in on this, moving between California and Seattle for the Christmas time at least. So I'm going ahead to cover this call. Tomorrow I will be on the call late for the TNT side for the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. I will get you the particulars for shots on goal, all that stuff. And this first, just get this Red Wings game uploaded here for this recap. Again, they showed that the Red Wings are 1-7 against since acquiring Patrick Kane But again, I think a lot of that has to do with all the injuries that the Red Wings have sustained. No, it's not a good look to be down 4-0 by the Anaheim Ducks. But again, the Anaheim Ducks beat the ever-living you-know-what out of the New Jersey Devils yesterday and off a back-to-back. That's a couple pretty good wins considering this team has been struggling of late.
The offense was becoming a big part of his game. It's a transition.
That's why I muted the mic a little bit just so to get all the typing, but most of that stuff is done now. I'm just going to link this out on the Twitter side, and then we'll be good to go. I'll go ahead and get you the numbers and go across the scoreboard because we should still have a couple more minutes to do that, and then we'll get back into the second period per usual. Game story and everything else will be uploaded at hopefulsportsguide.wordpress.com as always.
With his fourth, and it's Reinhart who continues to lead the way for the Panthers. 18 counting, second period on the clock.
What even is this? Don't touch my things, gross. Janet, when you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides 24/7 protection for almost everything you own. But do you really need it?
I'm glad I don't have to talk about the Pistons until the second period intermission of our featured contest because I honestly think they might go 2-80 this year. It's been completely rough, and I think the only thing that would be good out of that, it might force the ownership to make a move. I doubt it, though. Tom Gores is never at the game, but I don't think I've ever seen a basketball team that bad, and the most embarrassing part of it, I mean, I could be completely wrong about this. It is my hometown team, but I think the Pistons actually have some talent and some pieces, but the way that they're playing right now, nobody's going to want them. So I don't even know what moves you'd be able to make at the deadline. How are you going to move somebody like Bojan Bogdanovic, or even if you wanted to move on from Cade, let's say he gets his, the rookie extension wants to kick in, it's no guarantee that he's going to want to stay here on that side. So I don't even know how that would work. All right, so as this is posted, let's go ahead and go through the NHL scoreboard for the day. There is not a lot to work with here in the scoreboard. It's kind of a late night.
After a long night of bringing home the bacon, there's nothing wrong.
But let's do this nonetheless. Again, as advertised, the Anaheim Ducks, they had the win over the Detroit Red Wings. They were up 4-0. Red Wings did try to come back as they usually do, but a little bit too late. Problem with the Wings, too, is, again, Larkin just came back after the really scary injury on the other side that I think more so punched his lights out when he got hit in the back of the neck by Matthew Joseph and Parker Kelly, and where he looked motionless on the ice. That looked a lot more dangerous than it actually was, but he's had a history of neck issues. Rako Gudis, Pavel Minchikov, and Adam Henrique opened the scoring. It was 3-0 after one. Troy Terry made it 4 from Euro Vatanen and Alex Killorn. Jeff Petrie got his first of the year from Kopp and Kane. And then in the third period, it was a pair of goals for Alex DeBrincat. He needed those badly. He hadn't scored lately. 14 and 15 on the power play. Ghost got a couple of assists. So did Kane. Billy Husso goes down after making just 6 saves, a little bit of a hyperextension. I think he's going to miss some extended time. James Reimer got the loss, 12 out of 14. Lucas Dolstall got the win, 29 out of 32. Kraken and Stars tied at 3 with 21 seconds left to go in the third. Again, our featured game is 1-1. Penguins win 4-3, and the Canadians win 3-2. So good timing on my part. I just got the finish, and we're starting the second period. So let's get into it. Here's a long outstretched pass down for Coleman. This will get picked off, and Carter Verhaeghe will gain this in across the red line. Jacob Markstrom wanted to play it, but he didn't know what to do there. It was Verhaeghe right out in front with Tkachuk. He's already got an assist. Turnaround chance. Verhaeghe could have scored right off the rebound, but it bounced away from him. And now Rasmus Andersson, as this goes back to Chucky, get this across the blue line side. Put back around the end boards near the right sideline. Tkachuk off his backhand. He'll turn. He doesn't fire. He loses from Montour. Shot goes high. Tkachuk trying to knock it down out of the air. And this will fall to the Flames. Man, oh man, did they catch a break? Is this game the entry here for Coleman? Coleman now. His pass gets deflected near the right side red line. Mikael trying to go ahead and give chase for Elias Lindholm as well. Lindholm as he gets pushed up against the wall here for Sam Reinhart. Reinhart now, as this is in between a couple of stick battles, and also bounce. It's a 3-on-2. Off the rush, play to the backhand for Reinhart. He's got the first goal for Florida. On the other side, it's Pospisil for Calgary from Nazem Kadri. Near the right side wall, Rodrigues fake the pass. Here's Forsling, and a high slot shot goes pinball near the left side glass. And the Flames will try to use that to their advantage to get it out of the zone. Sharangovich will, but it's Evan Rodrigues. Watch this one touch. Sweet pass by Barkov near the right side wing. It's Rodrigues on his forehand. Little windmill. Goes around the net now as this is bounced off of Lindholm. Lindholm will watch. It's Andrew Mangiapane right in the middle of the slot. He gets upended. Trying to make a play, though. This goes off the outside of the cage, off the wrap. DeSimone try to fire it at the net, and this one will get deflected. Flames will keep it in. Mangiapane in the high slot, a fluttering chance. An easy save there for Stolars as DeSimone absorbs a hit from Kulikov. Lost his twig, a broken half. As the Flames, one of the defensemen, DeSimone, needs to go get a stick. No, Dennis Gilbert. He's got it. Take a little bit of a timeout in behind Markstrom before he tries to go left to right. We're in the sea of red here. Scotiabank Saddledome. John Adair within the call. Here's a flipping pass. Pospisil was there as he's bounced off. Kadri falls down. It's a 3-on-2 odd man rush, maybe even a 4. Kulikov. High slot goes off the stick of Markstrom. As Stenlund will watch near the left side dot, but this is near the left side red line now. Kadri trying to pry it loose as the Panthers will use the inboards. OEL will fire. And this will go off of Markstrom. It's Kulikov. Put this around the inboards. Ekman-Larsson off the spin. It's Kulikov still waiting near the left side dot. Ford is pinched in deep, trying to wait for a one-timer here. As Calgary's got about 4 guys watching right in the middle behind the inboards. It's Nick Cousins now. Third line doing work. As this bounces to Kulikov. Kulikov now. Forsling. Shots deflected. Goes off the glove hand of Markstrom, but it's still loose. Panthers all over this. It's like hyenas on raw hamburger meat, but this one gets outside the zone. Kulikov now will watch. This bounces in between a couple of the stick twigs that are still there from DeSimone. And now the Panthers will take this right to left. This one will get fired in. Tanev plays it in off the wall. And from 100 feet goes across the flaming sea, but bounce back number 55, Noah Hanifin. 17 shots to 10 in favor of the Panthers, but the score is tied at 1. Intercepted again by the Panthers. Cross pass, Lindell. This one will get blocked. Hanifin tries to find it. It's from a severe angle. Get blocked again before it ever hits Markstrom. Might have been friendly fire. Near the right side dot and behind the cage. Markstrom holding on to that right post on the butterfly. As this bounces to Tanev, and he'll get this one to the forwards as it's flipped in here. Dylan Dubé, fourth line side for Ryan Huska's squad. Has to get around Stenlund. Now near the left side dot. Pass gets picked off. Lomberg will flip it down across the sea. Rasmus Andersson will touch on the other side. Former Flame to current Flame. Rasmus Andersson picks up the pass from his teammate. Near the right side dot. Off his forehand. Driving wide. Here's Coleman. He's got the reinforcement. He goes for a chance, but this bounces off Verhaeghe's stick shaft. It's Weegar. Near the left side red line now. Here's Ekblad. There's still one touch this thing. It'll make the transition. Verhaeghe working his way middle slot off the backhand, but it's beautifully red. And the Flames and Weegar will pinball this to Coleman. Here's a rush off the left wing. Here's a chance of a flyby job there for Backlund, but the puck never got there. And he tried to recollect and feed it to Huberdeau, but it bounced off his legs. Here's the Panthers. Verhaeghe, pass was for him, but it bounced off the Flames. It's Weegar now. Outstretched pass from 100 and across the red line. Try to make the transition. Flames turn it over. Falls to Markstrom. Here's a lofting pass. And across 100, try to find Huberdeau again. Right into the neutral zone. Stands up his man. And Sharangovich throws it back to D. Dennis Gilbert lost it momentarily. And now Nick DeSimone will get it here from Jacob Markstrom. Sharangovich, backhand, full speed. Near the right side dot, slows up and turns. Tries to throw it back to D, but nobody home. Christopher Tanev now will retreat. Near the left side dot on his own end. Sharangovich on a 5-game goal streak, 6 goals and 16 shots. He's been hot of late. Who's going to get the next goal? That'll be ultimately important. This has been a second period. It's been a stalemate so far. OEL will make the pass. Bounces off the legs of Kadri. A neutral zone battle it remains. Kadri will dump it in. 13:55 left to go in the second. It's Kulikov now from OEL, a little sauce. And this gets in the zone as Nick Cousins will wrap around the inboards here. Kadri gets sandwiched off a double team. That'll fall to Kulikov. Paul Maurice's squad wants to try to get something going here. Florida Panthers still in the midst of a 1-1 tie. Again, I don't think we have a shot on goal here that much. Maybe even one. Penalty called, and it's going to be the Panthers going to the power play off a trip. Steven Lorentz doesn't like to give a little extra shove to Nazem Kadri. Kadri didn't take exception to that because they're in the power play. You don't want to throw that away. So number 91 draws the penalty off a trip, and when we come back, Flames go to the power play.
With all this artificial intelligence stuff, it's hard to tell what's real and what's fake these days. Is this hockey AI or hockey IQ? Another deep fake? Just an unbelievable deep fake.
So let's go to the NBA scoreboard. Again, the Pistons, let me see if I am tracking this correctly. That's their 24th straight loss as Trae Young gets 31. That one is final, 130-124. Let's go across the other finals. The Thunder get a huge win over the Grizzlies. They've been struggling without Ja Morant throughout the year, 116-97. Leading scorer, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What else is new? 8 of 18 shooting, but 13 of 14 from the line for a 30-burger and a plus 30. Balanced scoring across the board as you had all 5 starters in double figures. And on the other end, Desmond Bane led the Grizz with 17 as they lost 116-97. Raptors all over the Hornets. Buck 14-99. Terry Rozier had 22 in a losing effort for the Hornets. They fall to 7-18. 27 for Pascal on 11-16 shooting. 27 and 8-8 as the Raptors improved to 11-15, trying to vie for a play-in spot. Still tons of time. Mavericks getting blown out by the Nuggets as they're getting close to the fourth, 96-79. Other finals here for you. Timberwolves edge the Heat 112-108, 20-5 on the season. Bulls surprise the Sixers 108-104. Clippers decimate the Pacers 151-127, and the Cavs edge the Rockets in OT. I don't think it's called Quicken Loans Arena anymore. I forget the name of it, but they were in Cleveland 135-130 as the Cavs keep the win there. Get back into our coverage. We're going to appreciate anyone joining on the YouTube side and the Twitter space at John Reinhart, where you can get some clear audio. And that's it if you want to join in on the Twitter X space. Adam Ruzicka will take the draw as Nazem Kadri got tripped. Calgary's on the power play. This will be their third. Again, Florida's had a couple as well. It was abbreviated on the second one for both. So we'll see what happens here on the third attempt. It's not been a strength for the Flames this season, as Cooper Hopkins had always told me, about 28th out of 32 in the teams right now. So I'll pull back up the lines here as Ruzicka will watch this one sail up and out of play. This will still be in the offensive zone, however. 13:05 left to go in the second as Ryan Huska looks on. Again, as we've said, not a lot of shots on goal to my unofficial count in the second period. It might just be 2-0 for Florida, as it's still 17-10 in totality. And we're almost halfway through this game in regulation. It's 13:05 in the second. I think the Flames would like to keep it that way, but they're going to need to get something on the power play here. So Rasmus Andersson cross pass, and this one gets deflected. Connor Zary off the drop. But Sharangovich, that was too hot to handle there for Kadri. Near the left side dot. Try to look for Zary off a no-look backhand near the left dot. And it'll be Markstrom. Go ahead and settle it down. Markstrom now leaving it for Rasmus Andersson. Going to try to go left to right in the second period again. They're in the red jerseys with the gold and white striping on the part of the pant legs. As this is pass across to Kadri. Good flip out of the air. It's Rasmus Andersson in the high slot, stopped by Stolar. So first shot here for Calgary on the power play side. Sharangovich settles it down near the right dot, leaving for Rasmus in the high slot. Rasmus Series of stick handles is another chance for Kadri. This one gets blocked. Kadri now still out there. It's Zary. Zary near the left dot. He'll circle, try to get in tight there for Elias Lindholm, and picked up here for Zary now. It's Rasmus to Kadri as they will continue to crisscross. Rasmus now from Zary. Pospisil thinks about it. Zary cross pass. Pospisil set up for Kadri, and that gets blocked in tight. Not a lot of lanes to work with here for Calgary. Just a lot of show and go. Zary, Ripper. This one gets blocked. It's sent down the ice. Markstrom will touch this near the left side dot. A pass in from 70. Clears it across the red line. Stolarz misplays it. But Ekblad there has to absorb a gigantic hit as the camera cut away a little late. 11:25 left to go in the second. So a lot of puck possession for the Flames, but just one shot. Still 1-1 in this second period. The Panthers have iced it. Did not gain the red line before dumping it in. 11:21 left to go in the second. As always, after I finished all the stuff in the intermission, I was gone for about 7 minutes. Nonsense has still been in here on this Twitter Space, X Space side, and I appreciate it. Again, when we get more commercial breaks, I'll give you more updates on that side. On the YouTube side, I asked the question, the Flames are 3-0 in this matchup since the trade from Tkachuk went to Florida. Will they win again? And the vote says yes right now. There's only one on that side, so not a lot of data to be had. Huberdeau. This pass taken away, but Tanev is right there to keep his team out of danger. Man, oh man, he can't turn that over to the right side dot. Markstrom plays it off the window. Huberdeau again gets stick lifted and sent in deep. Hanifin. Huberdeau desperate to get this out. He just can't do it. Plays it off the window to Hanifin. And now Coleman will go ahead and shove one ahead, but it's Aaron Ekblad. A long time Florida Panther here. Again, he shares the assistant captaincy. Aleksander Barkov's got the seat as this is dumped in here. Tkachuk. We'll watch this one go in deep. Dennis Gilbert. Go ahead and send the pass in, but it's Montour. Recollect here for OEL. Ekman-Larsson. Here for Montour. Nice feed. Go again to the right side. Here's the sauce. They're spinning his Weegar or Verhaeghe and blows a tire. Excuse me. As this is sent the other way off the backhand. Greer. If he wants the pass, he's going to have to pick this one up off the contest near the right side wall, however. Montour. 10:05 left to go in this second. It's Barkov. They kept a delayed onside there. Try to keep the skate in the air, did Verhaeghe, and he did just that. Evan Rodrigues sends it across. This is near the right side red line. Players will come together. AJ Greer trying to find it, turned over. Markstrom, big save. And this one is a bad time for buffering here with 9:51 left to go in the second. And if we do get any other opportunities, I will go ahead and reset my feed, as this should be good to go here, hopefully, on that side. But let me just make sure that this is loading, because right now it seems like ESPN has frozen. So, man, oh man, give me a second. Yeah, you just can't deal with tech here. Looks like I am still, hopefully, connected. I'm trying to see if the counter is going or if I lost internet. Oh, man. Oh. My apologies, everybody. I've never had that happen before. I have to do a hard boot on this side. Technology. So it looks like we're all set to go here on the YouTube side. I'm just waiting for the feed to pop back up. Again, my apologies. There really is nothing I can do there. I just decided to not work anymore. Oh, man, it's really aggravating. It would be nice to know if everybody could hear me okay. It looks like the YouTube counter is still going. I am really, really sorry here. I am trying to get this app to load again. If I had anyone else in here on this side, they could pick me up here for about this 2 minutes. But since I do not, I am just going to have to try to get this to load, or maybe even on the PC side. But I think we should be okay. I did reboot it. We're going to go ahead and get this feed again. ESPN just decided to crap out.
Now, we don't know if that's injury-related equipment. They do have a
So 9:29 officially left to go in the second. I do have everything else rebooted. It just decided to stop working. It didn't lose internet or anything else like that. But ESPN, a little bit of failures here. And hopefully we can do this again.
week or so ago. Yep. Lock the draw. Gilbert plays it over. Gets it back. Looking up to Sharangovich. Gets it away from Forsling and flips it into the zone. This is trouble with the Panthers' fortune in this game. Very efficient. Lock to swing to the line.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I erased everything I just did. Ah, this is a disaster. I just lost it all. Well, everything decided to delete on my end on this side, so hey, let's just add to the misery here. 8:30 left to go in the second, though. We will do the best we can on this side. 8:25 left to go in the second. This is turned over. Andersson will fire right on, and it'll be stopped by Stolarz. Again, the YouTube side's not going to stop, so they know that I've had all this play-by-play going on this side, and this will be sent in. 8:05 left to go in this second. As this is wrapped around the end boards now, Pospisil will go ahead and take a look at it. 2-1-1 in the last four starts. As this is fired and held in by Markstrom. 7:55 left to go in the second.
And he's coming back out, it appears. Yeah, he's making his way to the bench right now. Yeah. Oh, I just saw him nod to somebody. And I'm okay. So I just saw when you're smiling, you're okay. Let's take a look at this odd bounce. Comes right out front to Markstrom. It kind of fools him a little bit. And it just sort of uses right pad to push it back. And now how about Weegar gets it in front to Zary, to Rasmus Andersson. That's his best chance. Okay, and here's Barkov again. What is, he almost tripped. Okay. Face off one by the Flames, back another one by Backlund. Certainly it's solid on the dot. Yeah, this one. And there with the puck. Steered in by Backlund. Stolarz. That was a little awkward. He dropped the stick and it covered up the puck. Not exactly textbook, but it worked.
Injured in an accident? Call Canada's.
Sorry, guys, I'm really trying to get this one going here, but it's not.
Well, this was awkward. Watch this, Stolarz, and he wants to give it right to the defensive Montour. Loses the hand. You don't see a coach often smile about what could have been a mistake and led to a scoring chance. Gets back from behind the net. Right up the boards. Hand it up. Shot down by Hanifin. Away from Reinhart. Here's Backlund. Gathering speed. Puts the puck a little too far ahead. Panthers taken away. Clear. No icing. Rodrigues on a forecheck. Forks to Coleman. Passed him it up. But as an on the icing when they go out, the lanes will change. 13 minutes into the second. Pass off the line and they'll be icing on Florida. As the whistle blows. All right, Rick, you talked about the Panthers forecheck. So let's show you an example of how they use that speed. They get on the Flames defense. There's Rodrigues. getting on Hanifin, and then quickly there's Barkov getting on Tanev, making it very difficult for the Flames defensemen to make a pass out of their own zone. And what was the game ready comment we had? Flames D moving the puck quickly, because when they do, and when they're able to have a little bit of time, they make themselves very, very dangerous. Give Florida lots of credit.
Another icing call. That's enough, which it does. 6:50 left. Second period.
So all my recordings decided to delete, but I'm just going to go ahead and give you what I have on this side as far as the play-by-play.
His dressing room, his post-game scrums, everything about him. There's a calmness to it, although there's a real energy there as well. Always a plus to talk to.
6:44 left to go in this second as this is played here for Ekblad and now near Bennett as this one is picked up. No goals in this second as this is bounced up in the air. Ekblad now near the right side wall as this gets taken away. Forsling. Here's a rocket looking for a deflection there for Bennett. Now near the right side wall, Tkachuk turns and fires, and this one gets blocked. This got a piece of MacKenzie Weegar, bit him pretty good. Tkachuk now, and the high slot, he's starting to get booed. Ekblad, here for Reinhart, here's a ripper of a chance, and now it's Ekblad. He's pinched in deep. Ekblad now, put this around the wall. Opportunity for Forsling. Good extra passing there for the Panthers. Verhaeghe gets denied by Markey. And now, this will be across the right side wall. Forsling, go ahead and recollect as this goes into the right side. Tkachuk gain the entry. This bounces all the way up in the air into the breadbasket. Jacob Markstrom as they're looking at MacKenzie Weegar and on the bench right now. 5:46 left to go in this second. They did show Aleksander Barkov when I was trying to get through all this stuff to get it back on track here, that he was going to go ahead and go to the players' bench. He did come back out. He's on the ice now. MacKenzie Weegar gets bit with the shot block. 5:46 left to go in the second.
I recommend La Roche-Posay Verhaeghe body cream. One application a day keeps very dry skin away. 48-hour hydration helps repair the skin barrier. La Roche-Posay.
You guys remember Arena Day last year? Elaine Hartzell came as a Hershey's taste tester. Well, I told Hershey about that. Seeing the way that Hershey's made the dream come true, it's just really been exciting.
So we are back now, and we will see if there is anything left to do here. Again, we just seem to lose internet connection across. Everything just collapsed.
That can change everything. That's healthy. As it should be.
I've never had that happen before, so I hope that does not become a reality, not the new reality at least. Let's take a look while we're in the commercial break of the NFL scoreboard. We'll see if Cooper Hopkins gets some good news or if I get some good news. Right now, he's not getting good news and I'm not getting good news. That's the worst scenario because I took the Eagles. They do have the ball, but they need to cover 6.5. And Seattle, if they lose, doesn't help him anyway. So it's a lose-lose situation right now on that side. So everything that can go wrong is right now. So this is a 1-1 game here. So 5:40 left to go in this second as this is picked up. And near the right side, this will be recollected now. Forsling. Forsling as it gets knocked away and bounced up in the air away from A.J. Greer. Cousins now off the windmill. Those will be Kulikov. He has to take some body contact from Greer. This has been a really good contest in this second period, though. It's been sleepy. Not really anything going on for either team. This has definitely been a battle of the neutral zone and nothing more and nothing less in this period. 5 minutes left to go in the second. Hopefully all the other troubles of the internet are behind us, as this is sent in here for Rodrigues. Mikael, the former New York Ranger, put this in near the left side red line as this bounces. This could be an opportunity for the Flames, but they can't find the puck as AJ Greer went off his skates and flipped in now. Calgary will use the wall. Nazem Kadri. Kadri slows up, turns. Will get this near the right side wall as this is picked up now for Pospisil. He'll have it. He's got the first goal of the game for Calgary. On the other side, it was Sam Reinhart in the first. That's still where we are right now, as Flames go down inadvertently into the neutral zone, but this is with the Panthers. And near the right side wall, Pospisil. He's pinned. Kadri's got it now near the right side. Pospisil with Zary still looking. Rasmus Andersson. This will go D for Noah Hanifin. And dumped in now. Pospisil sent it back around for Kadri. It's Rasmus. Rasmus for Hanifin just holds that blue line. Shot goes just wide of the right post. And it's Florida. Try to get this the other way now. It's Reinhart. Send this in here for Markstrom. This takes an inadvertent bounce off the Flames. Is this going to work out for the Panthers? No. As this is be flipped in across the red line, up in the players' bench. Try to find Coleman, but nonetheless, it goes in the players' bench and on play. Now, Florida starting to get the heavy advantage on shots on goal, but feels a lot more lopsided than it actually is. Florida is 22-11 to the good on that side, but the score line is tied at 1 here, as this second period is very close to coming to a close. So Seattle's got the ball right now with $1:42 left in the fourth, and they really need this game. They have a chance to beat the Eagles here. That would be good for Cooper on that side. Again, it would be bad for me because he took the Eagles and the points, even though I would rather have Seattle to win. Figure the Eagles, off all these losses, you cover 6, but maybe not. As this is sent in here for Florida, off the outstretch. Nice looking play. Verhaeghe with full flight. And this one will get blocked off the glove hand of Markstrom. Kept in by Gustav Forsling. Forsling now. High slot. Shot goes off of Markstrom's glove. And the rebound just gets knocked away. Blake Coleman. And off the rush, working down the middle of the ice now. Wants the pass. This is nicely contested with a couple of stick blades. Fired at the net by Huberdeau. Turnaround shot here for Coleman, but he can't corral it. Huberdeau. Watch this one as it gets sent down deep. Be an opportunity for Nick DeSimone now. 2:45 left to go in the second period. We're scoreless in the second as far as goals, but it's a 1-1 game. Sent back around for Yegor Sharangovich. Elias Lindholm will wrap this around the end boards here. Sharangovich, Mangiapane will go ahead and watch. It'll be an opportunity for Lorentz and Lomberg. Wrapped around as this one is blocked by the post. Florida, desperate and behind the cage to make something happen right now. Lomberg will wash. This goes D to D. Mikael, number 77. As this bounces in off the inboards, Elias Lindholm will get chase. And behind the net as this goes the forehand. Back to Mikael. Mikael, stutter step, holds the blue line. Montour wants the slapper. It doesn't go to him, though. Lomberg, spin and turn. He gets taken out. Lindholm will get it. And Sharangovich, he will try to gain the entry right down the middle. Nice pass and a high slot. Nice move. Backhand. Stolars waits it out. As it took out Mangiapane. Tanev, D to D. Flames want to shoot it. This goes high, maybe off the bar. 1:36 left to go. And the second, Noah Hanifin let it fly. So Verhaeghe, they showed him full flight. This one got blocked nicely by Chris Tanev. What else is new? And then they had it in deep and off the rush. Yegor Sharangovich had a bid, as Ryan Lomberg was showing him in the previous, the former Flame, had a drive to the net of Markstrom. Mangiapane goes in between the legs of Montour off the windmill, but he gets canceled out, runs out of space by Stolars. Pospisil has it, fires at the net. This one is stopped by Stolars. One-handed, Connor Zary keeps it alive. It is Nazem Kadri. He'll spin and turn, but he gets stick with the Pospisil. Use that body. Try to pry the puck loose now. Kadri's got it near the right side red line. Wrap it back around. Here's a bomb. Huge save, Stolars. Rebound, turn, and this goes right in the stomach. Hanifin and Zary were the ones that comboed on that one, but Stolarz didn't have stars in his eyes there. He made the save when he needed to. And now the shot board started even up. 24-16, 1:11 left to go in the second. So Kadri, they showed it in between Pospisil, Zary, that line, I think, if I'm going to be honest, has been the best so far this game for the Flames. But that is just me. 1:11 left to go in the second. We will redo this draw. Kadri. He will look on. Stolarz on the other end. Kadri against Reinhart, as Sam will win this one, but Tanev might get the bounce. This will go to D. Gilbert, we look for a flip there from Kadri and a deflection as we're down to a minute left to go in the second stanza. And now the Panthers, they're on the prowl for another late goal. They scored with about 30 seconds left in the first. Can they do it again in the second? That would be the only goal in the middle frame. As this is near the right side, hugged in deep. And now Reinhart will take a look with Evan Rodrigues. Montour will watch this one. He'll glove it down and across the red and bounce it off the boards. It'll be Kadri. 30 seconds left to go in the second period. It's a scoreless second period. I don't think the Flames mind that right now. Shots on goal are 24-16. It's been a heavy neutral zone defensive battle in this middle frame. But the Flames will be up against it here as they've iced it with 20 seconds left to go in the middle stands. I am still looking as we're in the middle of this late part of the second period. It's Seahawks ball. 17-13 is the Monday Night Football score. Eagles just in front there, not covering at 6.5. Seattle desperately needs a win. They've lost 4 straight. Bennett, this one gets blocked, and the Flames flip it down across central. Ekblad, Kulikov now. Tkachuk will dump it in. Down to 3 seconds. Flames will pin it against the wall. Ekman-Larsson can't locate, and at the end of 2, it's the same as it was at the end of 1. It's 1-1.
Stolarz marks from hold to ground here in the middle frame, which hit the same way the first did. 1-1 through 4 here at Calgary. Leslie, Eric Francis, Corey Sarge coming up after David Amber and Justin Williams in the Hockey Central Studios. Next on Sportsnet.
The holidays in Dale's Farm weren't very festive until he saved big on a Bluetooth speaker with Amazon's last-minute deals. And now, that mama is part dancer, part prince. Shop last-minute deals now on Amazon.
I recommend La Roche-Posay Vivicar Body Cream. One application a day keeps very dry skin away. 48-hour hydration helps repair the skin barrier. La Roche-Posay.
USAA? Yeah, they have awesome rates on coverage for our car, home, and stuff. She has a lot of stuff. A lot of cool stuff. But USAA also has banking, credit cards, and loans. Plus advice and other perks.
Only for emergencies.
Thanks, Mom.
And it's all in one spot. So we know she's all set. Because we got USAA.
USAA, more than you might think, for the military community and their families.
I present to you the Kerwin Crossbox. Take that. That box.
You from Frost Way, with a buddy and a meal in every box. The Kerwin Frost Box.
You're living with roommates and managing fine. Even if this one bedroom is shared by 9. That's without a view. Just remember to take like one spoonful at a time and go.
Look at you. Forced to be recognized. No, not you, Saquon. Not you.
You have a business bank account with QuickBooks One, now earning 5% APY.
I think 5% APY?
5% APY? That's new. Get QuickBooks makes your money work as hard as you do. That's how your business different. It's with QuickBooks. It drives focus. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30.
Studios, Justin Williams and David Amber are getting ready for the Christmas season, and we're waiting for another goal to be scored. It's still 1-1 Flames and the Panthers. And why is generating offense so tough for Calgary so far tonight?
Well, I think Florida's doing a really good job suppressing shots. They're getting in shot lanes very,
Wow,
very
Kate Cunningham at 43 tonight.
Florida pause play. But you see here, they're trying to get shots through Kadri going in, Kulikov making a block shot, blocking shots in front of the net. Right here, comes back up again. There's another block shot. They're making a really, really good commitment of getting in those lanes. I think Calgary's going to do a little bit better job of changing the angle so they can get them through.
Yeah, the commitment's been pretty good. Remember, this is the end of a 5-game road trip for Florida Panthers. They're unrelenting as far as the triple defense that they've been providing so far this year. So it's 1-1. We're going to be heading to the third. It's a matter of moments. Let's show you how this one finished. Kraken and Stars. It was 3-0 Stars. At one point, it fell 3-2. And then Eli Tolvanen. And we are tied at 3 and off to OT. That's been one of the themes tonight. We need a winner. Thomas Harley, what do you have?
Stick right there. I got him. I don't really have him. And there he is in the back door.
What a pass by Matthew Shane. Scott Wedgwood in net, remember, an injury to Ottinger. Meanwhile, today, the Ottawa Senators, 29th in NHL standings. They fire head coach DJ Smith and assistant Davis Payne. The team naming Jacques Martin interim head coach, as well as Daniel Alfredson as an assistant head coach. Here's Sens president of Hockey Ops and interim GM Steve Stales on the decision.
I believe in this group. I believe in this core. I believe that we have lots of areas to improve in. We lack experience, I think, in some areas which you only get that by playing the games and getting through it. But what I'm looking for is consistent play. I think that there's been far too many times this season where I'm not quite sure exactly what we're going to get on a night-by-night basis. I think a lot of our issues in our team play are the strengths of Jacques Martin: detailed, structured, organized, disciplined. To me, in theory, he's the perfect fit for everything that we had been lacking in those areas. We'll continue to evaluate and go through a process to identify what would be the next head coach of the Ottawa Senators at the appropriate time.
71-year-old Jacques Martin taking over 17 years of head coaching experience. You want to update DJ Smith?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think it's easy because you can blame the goaltending. Yes, the goaltending hasn't been great, but I think this is something that can go down, right? And I think obviously that's what Steve Stales felt as well. Something needed to change, and he's talking about consistency of what he's seeing night in and night out, and I think that's telling, because it's not getting the guys prepared exactly the way they need to. Hockey's a game you play with emotion, but you need structure with it as well. And if you don't know what you're going to get, that's not a good risk.
Really quickly, too late though. Where they understand is you can get a shot here to make playoffs.
I think you still have a shot. You can still rattle off 6-7 in a row, and things really change. They have some games in hand, but they're going to have to win this.
All right, so some work to do in Ottawa, and again, they make a head coaching change there. Meanwhile, 1-1 is the game. Tight games all night long here. Again, we got TELUS playing hockey 1-1. Ryan, Eric, and Corey, third period coming up. Full analysis from them next.
Shop for the holidays at NHLShop.com, the official online store of the NHL and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear. Shop now and get today's special holiday offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Around here, we like to keep things simple. No.
You sure do. That's why at Progressive we show you rates from other companies, even if they're lower than us, so you can choose what's best for your family.
Comparing rates used to be a hard day's work, but now with Auto Explorer.
Need me to help you?
No.
So join us and taste what Progressive is the name people trust. Sorry, are you talking about apples now or insurance?
I recommend the Roche-Posay Lidocar Body Cream. One application a day keeps very dry skin away. 48-hour hydration. Helps repair the skin barrier. La Roche-Posay.
New from Frostway, with a button and a meal in every box. The Curly Frost Box.
Hey, friendly while you're shopping. Give me what you know is on my list.
Is what I'm doing all of this? What plan to switch to Verizon?
This holiday, turn any Google phone and any condition into a Big Filet Pro on us. And now I have Netflix and Max plan for just $10 a month. Only on Verizon.
My daughter says she works in B2B, where she sells SEO and MRM to CPGs. I don't know how this happened. She was speaking in complete sentences before she was 2. Now she just mumbles all these alphabets. When I called, she said she can't speak because she needs to check CTR and ESM ACP. I blame myself. I should have been around more.
Parents don't get B2B. LinkedIn does. And helping marketers reach over 70 million decision makers makes LinkedIn the place to be.
What I feel in my heart during the Subaru Share Love event, it's just so rewarding.
We believe in love, not just our customers, but also our community.
And the Subaru Share the Love event is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all the different companies.
Right now, get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity. Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event. After a long night of bringing home the bacon, there's nothing wrong with a nice, smoky nightcap. After all, it's Friday somewhere. Hormel Black Label Bacon. Make it.
Live sports.
Big congratulations to our $1 million score and win prize winners through 2 periods of play, including Rory Britton of Calgary. Now, Rory has won a $200 Save on Foods gift card. We still have the 3rd period to go, so remember that Save on Foods is excited to give away a prize for every goal. But they aren't done there. Just scan this QR code and enter tonight's draw for another great score and win prize. Entry is only open for a few hours. Don't miss out. Get the game. Shop Save on Foods today. Well, there we go, gentlemen. Great to be back with you. And I want to just start with Jonathan Huberdeau. And Eric, I'll let you take it away here. I mean, I think there's a lot to dig into. I think it's a familiar storyline. You know, he's worrying it heavy about shoot, pass, score, all of it.
Listen, everybody in this city, this province, even Santa Claus is probably well aware Jonathan Huberdeau needs to shoot more. He talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
Yet he still won't do it. In the last 8 games, he has no points and 6 shots on goal. Ergo, look at this. Now, I'm not saying that was the clearest opportunity to shoot, but you got a guy going to the net, just get it on the net, a rebound can come out. He just refuses to shoot, and it's statistically proven when he shoots more, he gets more points, the team does better, he has less pressure on him. Why won't he shoot more? It's the biggest issue with this guy.
Sarge, he knows it, and he addresses it.
Yeah, he knows it, but again, like Eric said, he hasn't been doing it. When I look at that replay, I mean, it might be a small little detail, but the top players in the game can make that play. As a defenseman puts his stick on the ice, there's that little space, it's about 12 inches, maybe 6 inches between the end of his glove, and you've got that little bit to work with right here. So I know what he's thinking. He's thinking, I can make this pass. And when guys are feeling it, the top players in the league are not in the mindset Jonathan Huberdeau's in, they make that play 9 times out of 10. It used to be infuriating for me. I thought that I had the play killed. It's under your glove, it's over the guy, and it's in the net. But again, it's just everything has been a struggle.
But everybody knows he's going to try to make that play, right? So it's easier to defend when you know 9 times out of 10 he's making the pass.
Yeah, even the defender, even though you know, like that's the point.
It's still hard.
Like, I still can't quite make the play when the guys are up there. And you don't make that play.
You want that predictability in on your own squad. You don't want to be that predictable by the opposition, right? And the weight of the contract. And I think what was interesting this morning, he was asked about the pressure of carrying that heavy contract.
Obviously, I think I earned this contract, but obviously you're still going to earn it after that. But I'll try not to feel pressure because it's just it hasn't been easy. So generally between quality contract.
There was a neat moment with Montreal when Josh Anderson, the game before tonight where the Habs played, did score. He'd gone a long time without a goal. He got 2 goals. The Montreal crowd embraced him. You get the sense, guys, that this might be a very similar situation. There's a big applause, a big reaction by the Montreal faithful for Josh Anderson. This crowd wants to get behind him.
Everybody went
Yeah, here's okay, we got a hustle. Connor Zary.
Listen, nobody expected the production that he's come forward with. We asked the coach after this great goal on Saturday, which was the insurance marker, came at a crucial time. But we'll show in a second the poise. It's the poise that this guy possesses that just blows my mind. Far beyond his youth. But the coach said, no, I didn't expect this at all. I asked him today. And he said, well, no, maybe not the production, but I did feel like I could make a difference in this league right away. And he's proving it on a daily basis. He's the surprise story of the year. And when the puck is on his stick, he's looking to make plays. That's one thing that has not gone away. When he got here, he started to do it. That's the poise, that's the comfortability. But he's still doing it tonight. He had the puck on his stick 2 or 3 times in the last period. He was trying to make plays, he's trying to make pucks to the net.
Real quick, MacKenzie Weegar.
Listen, when Brian Burke was here, he made every player wear shot blockers on their skates. He said, if you don't want to wear them, we can't make you wear them, but we can find a place for you to play if you don't want to wear them. So in other words, they're mandatory. Weegar is one of the ones that took them off when Burke left. He was gone already. But he has this protection built into his skate. He took a photo of it earlier in the year. It's supposed to protect him. It's not foolproof, but it obviously didn't work on that shot block right there. Ideally, they don't wear the shot block.
The shot blockers are a blessing and a curse. I had mine snap off underneath my blade. I'm paddling over to the bench to try to get off. The whole play is going the other way. Guys are getting grade A chances. I mean, I've got my opinion on them. The only thing they did was keep my crossover smaller. That's not a good thing.
We need video of both. Great stuff, guys. Thanks for this. Third period around the corner. Florida. Flames. Tied at 1.
Is that you? The girl with crossbox. Take that.
You from Crossplay with a buddy and a meal in every box. The Curly Crossbox.
USAA? Yeah, they have awesome rates on coverage for our car, home, and stuff. She has a lot of stuff.
Dad.
A lot of cool stuff, honey. But USAA also has banking, credit cards, and loans. Plus advice and other perks.
Only for emergencies. Thanks, Mom.
And it's all in one spot. So we know she's all set because we've got USAA.
USAA, more than you might think, for the military community and their families.
eBay authenticity guarantee is checked by experts. Every stitch will tag look. So you'll always have a feeling of green.
Play music. The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and our retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported, 3,300 wishes granted, 4.3 million meals provided, and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity. Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 F during the 2023
Cast with 1-1 Flames and Panthers getting set for the third period face-off. as Matthew Tkachuk is back for the second time in Calgary since the big trade 2 summers ago. Kelly, what do you think his first 40 minutes of this hockey game?
Very impressive, yeah. Like, he's always involved in every part of the game, right? So he has 1 assist, but just all the little things he does. He gets, I love this in warm-up, young fan, but he's been really going at it with Jonathan Huberdeau as well. And Huberdeau's sticking up for himself also. So this has been a real good battle between the two of them. And let's look forward to more of this in the third period.
Tkachuk with an assist. Just the 1 shot on goal, couple of attempts. As he is now up to 22 points on the season. It's been a slow start by his standards, especially after the last 2 years. But in spite of him saying he's just fine and was feeling great coming out of the summer, with that broken sternum, right? This is the cup final. You wonder if even now he's fully back to 100%. But to these parts know what this guy can do when he's on his game. He has had 2 unbelievable seasons in a row.
Well, how do you even trade properly in the summer, right? That's an injury that needs to heal, and it's not one of those things where you push through it a little bit. You've got to make sure that you are healed and ready to go.
Third period is underway as Huberdeau has the puck, makes a nice move at center, dumps it into the zone off the glass. Pospisil and Reinhart, the goal scorers in this game.
So Pospisil and Reinhart are the goal scorers. Again, Florida 4-0 and 1 tied up to 2. The Flames are 3-0 and 2. There was no goals in that second period. It's still 1-1. That's where we are. We're just on our way in the third. Scotiabank settled. Again, Cooper Hopkins would be very happy. They just beat the Eagles on that side. The Eagles have been struggling of late. That leaves a draw for the Dallas Cowboys. And it also helps the Detroit Lions. So Backlund, drop pass, Huberdeau falls down. And I think there is going to be a penalty call for a trip. 19:20 left to go. Forsling will go to the box to the behest of Paul Maurice. And the Calgary Flames will go to the power play. The power play in this game, I know there was the one stretch where Tkachuk was out in front and Reinhart finished it off the rebound against Markstrom. But power plays have not looked good. Again, Calgary, if they don't score, they'll go 0 for 4, and the Panthers will be 1 for 2. Shots on goal so far are 24-16. Hits are 11-10 for the Flames. Faceoffs 19-14 for Calgary as well. That's where we are. It's another one of these one-goal type of games, and we'll see. So Stolarz with a long flip after the faceoff wing. And we'll go right to the opposite goaltender, Jacob Markstrom. So Rasmus Andersson. We'll go ahead and play it. Again, the Flames are 0 for 3 in the power play so far. They don't have any shots. That's what they list on the Sportsnet side, at least. Connor Zary will chip and chase this one to himself and behind the cage. Nazem Kadri will go ahead and give a second effort as this goes around the end boards now for Rasmus Andersson. Andersson will settle it down across the blue line, leave it here for Yegor Sharangovich. It's a good time for the Flames right now. I never know how many more of these you're going to get. Nazem Kadri on the left side wall, drop pass for the defense, goes too far. I've been noticing that a lot in this game right now. They're trying to make drop passes that aren't there. The defensemen are not expecting for whatever reason. It should be routine. But on the Calgary power play, nothing has looked routine. And now nobody's on the right-hand side as the defense are in the middle of a change. They're just going to throw this all the way back to Markstrom. This has been a hot mess as it's Backlund. He'll gain it off the backhand side. What's he going to do now? This bounces across the wall. Flames try to clear it, and it's got to be the easiest thing in the world right now. The Florida Panthers will send this one back down the ice. It'll be Weegar. They'll try to go right to left mercifully. Something for the Flames. Maybe just fire it on. The clearing attempt bounces off of Stolarz. Weegar sends it across right side. Verhaeghe. Weegar goes off the left pad of Stolarz, but it got partially blocked. Huberdeau puts it around the inboards here for MacKenzie. They'll make a backhanded pass and an extra shovel for Huberdeau. Fired at Stolarz. He hops, makes a save. Puck gets piled loose for Mikael and sent back down. So the Flames power play will go 0 for 4 as Markstrom will settle this back down for number 55, Noah Hanifin. 17:20 left to go in this third. Hanifin racing all the way end to end. He lifts a shot as this one goes high. A.J. Greer near the left side wall. As Dubé puts it in deep. Oliver Ekman-Larsson. It gets canceled off. Dylan Dubé trying to locate. Flames will hold it in. It'll be gloved by Stolarz. He's got no choice. He's got to hold it there. His Pospisil was close. 17 minutes left to go in this third. John Under with you. It looks like we've gotten away from all the other issues, but by the time I go ahead and upload this, I get everything else done that I need to. So the only thing I can have to focus on now is the game. But you're only going to get half the play-by-play on the local sports guy. So hopefully they'll let me link the side of the Twitter space in the beginning. That'll be a two-parter. Again, my apologies on that side. It's the way it's got to be this week, as it's Kadri. Gets intercepted. And now Dennis Gilbert will go ahead and touch. And an interference call is going to go against the Flames. Ryan Lundberg got a piece of it. I think Nick DeSimone is going to pick up this interference. And now Florida gets an opportunity on the power play. They don't want to go 1 for 3. They score here. This could be the game considering the way that it's gone. I know there's so much time left, but this has just been a chess match. Nobody really wants to make the next move just yet, or the defense isn't allowing to make a next move for whatever reason on this side. It's been very low scoring. Honestly, been pretty uneventful, but this game is very tight. So, Panthers, 1 for 2. This is their third power play. Again, Rick Ball corrected himself. John Under with you on the play-by-play side. We're on the Scotiabank Saddledome. Give me the radio call, nonetheless, as this is sent in. And we'll start again. Barkov, extra series of touch passes. Reinhart, that was beautiful there for a moment. Backlund's on the breakaway. What can he do with it? Backhand scores! Michael Backlund! It's a short-handed goal! Holy cow, man, oh man. I felt like I've said that a couple times throughout this game, but that's the way it's been. It's a little bit of a break pass. The first one was Kadri Pospisil in the first. This time it was Backlund off to the races. Same goal, just beats Stolar's cool collected off the backhand. Reinhart lost it for inconspicuous reasons. Then he tries to get back on the back check, and Backlund just lifts it over the cage. So Twizzy Rich says, I got money on the Panthers. You're in danger right now, Twizzy. There's a lot of time, but short-handed goal for the Flames, and they've taken the lead. 16:25 left to go in the third. Backlund is 7, 3:31 short-handed from Hanifin as it's dumped in. Tkachuk, watch. Verhaeghe now with Barkov. Again, their power play still continues. They would need to tie to even this up here. This will be an opportunity for the captaincy and Barkov. Montour, cross pass. The shot gets blocked out in front. Flames with it. Sharangovich, he's racing. Coleman's there. Here's the pass, and it gets blocked. Almost another shorthanded chance, as now it's the Panthers. Reinhart off the drop. It's Chucky. They'll let one go short side. This one gets blocked. Takes a friendly bounce. Can the Panthers keep it in? Montour does. This is in the high slot now for Verhaeghe. Backhand. Tkachuk, great save for Jacob Markstrom. It hit him right in the stomach. Combination from Tkachuk and Bennett. How long left, says Twizzy? 15:36 in the third. You got tons of time. You can say that for sure. Tons of time. It's been a low event game up until that breaker right there, potentially. And we will see if it continues. It's Matthew Tkachuk's second venture into the Saddledome. Again, the Flames are trying to go 3-0 in this trade sequence. Tanev, you're looking at him as it's battled in between Hanifin off of the defensive zone loss. Evan Rodrigues trying to get to his feet, kept in by OEL. And now this will be an opportunity here off a long pass. And Backlund already has one short-handed goal. He's back out there. 15-15 left to go in the third. John Under with you on the call as it's Evan Rodrigues. This will bounce. Picked up by the Flames, and Ekman-Larsson, number 91, will start it again. One of the Panthers gets taken out, gets knocked away from Ekblad, can't be helped in the zone, and this is Lindholm. Send it back down the inboards. Chuck will send it back. Ekman-Larsson driving. Tkachuk. And behind the cage. Patient. Here's a bomb. Big save by Markstrom. He was down and out. But the Flames clear it out. Trying to stay on side. Dylan Dubé. And Panthers get taken down. This is a one-on-one. Recollected here for Rasmus. Rasmus now has it. And across the red line, Mangiapane will watch this one get dumped in deep. It's Dylan Dubé now for Andrew. Andrew near the right side wall. As this gets up and out of play. 14-24 left to go in this third. This Tkachuk was a little bit upset out front. Looks like he might have got hit in the mouth with a stick. It looks like it on that side toward the left side of his lip. Take a look, though. We're showing Tkachuk on the Sportsnet feed with a setup pass, and I think that might have been a paddle stop for Markstrom. It really was that close. But that's all I see right now off the replays. Nick DeSimone, he was the one that got a piece of Evan Rodrigues. It's an offensive zone draw win. This goes up the left side wall, Flames, and now Panthers will recollect in their own end. They're going to try to go left to right in this third. They're in the road whites with the blue pants and the red striping. The Calgary Flames are at the Scotiabank. They're at home, settled down. They're in the sea of red with the gold and the white striping on the pants. Kadri now. Send this one back in his own zone. Gilbert DeSimone, crisscross. As this goes for Pospisil. Kadri, full flight. Nice move. High slot shot saved by Stolarz. Big rebound, but it's brushed away. It's Kevin Stenlund. We'll try to take this one on the other end. He gets hit almost into the bench. And Luster-Reinen gets pinned to the boards by Hanifin. It's Kadri now trying to get on a couple hits. And a good stick chop, but he can't get out of the zone. Panthers will acquiesce this near the right side boards. Connor Zary takes a look. Flames will get this to the neutral zone now. Blake Coleman gets sandwiched off the double team. Ekblad as well, holding him down a little bit. A little bit of a hook as well. 13-20 gets the boos for the Flames fans as this goes off the stick of Markstrom and up and out of play. 13-17 left to go in the final period in regulation, unless we get some type of tying goal. Mikael Backlund, the captaincy, shorthanded. Flames take the lead 2-1. Let's give you a scoring update across the league. Now that I got all the other assignments done, we can do so. This is the only other thing I have left with the game story. I had an issue, Twizzy, on this side for ESPN went out there momentarily, had to reboot everything. So my play-by-play at the Hopeful Sports Guy, I'll try to use the Twitter space side of it, be split into two parts, but it'll still get uploaded with the game story. Just had a little bit of an issue. Markstrom stopped 24 out of 25. Stolarz 16 out of 18. Markey's first start since missing 7 games. Stars get the win in OT. They were up 3-0. Kraken tied it. Stars win it. Matt Duchene, Robo, and Matt Duchene again had the goals to open for the Stars. 3-0 on that side. It was Tomas Tatar with his second for Beniers. And then Beniers and Tolvanen tied the game at 3. And in the OT, Thomas Harley with his 8th from Duchene and Ben. They get the job done. Looks like Scott Wedgwood was in goal today. Stops 35 out of 38 in the win. Joey Decor takes the loss in overtime, 24 out of 28, as Jake Ottinger has gone down with an injury. That's what I heard during the break, at least. Canadiens, they win the series against the Jets, East versus West. They take both games. They win 3-2 in OT. The Jets will be in action Wednesday against the Wings. Josh Anderson, Christian Dvorak, and Justin Barron get the goals. Gabe Villiardi and Cole Perfetti score for the Jets. Hollebuck takes the loss in OT, 23 out of 26. And Jake Allen, 30 out of 32. So we'll get back into the play-by-play here. 13:05 left to go in the third. It's the Panthers puck. Sauce pass goes too far. 13 minutes left to go in this contest. The Flames have just taken a lead. A short-handed goal from the captaincy and Mikael Backlund. It's 2-1. Again, they've been playing decent of late. 4-4-2 doesn't sound all that great, but the schedule has been difficult for the Flames, and they've been in each and every game. Although the scoreline that sits at 6.5, that's usually what it does in the NHL. We're way on the under right now. There's only been 3 goals scored. As 12:39, Markstrom makes the save with the catching glove. Again, your reset. Martin Pospisil off a breakout pass from Kadri. He scored on a breakaway backhanded as he got around Stenlund. And then Florida got a late power play I thought it was a weak call against Rasmus Andersson, just being completely objective here on that side. Didn't touch much, but the trip was sold. Sam Reinhart scored 1929 off the rebound. Tkachuk was there, and Reinhart lifted it. The former Flame with his 18th. No goals in the second, but in the third, Michael Backlund shorting out the backhand against Stolarz. 2 backhanded goals off 2 breaks. Flames trying to get this one out. It is the captaincy in Backlund. Rasmus Andersson. Huberdeau is way off, and they'll have to do this again. 12-18 will have to go in the third. John out here with you on the solo call. Normally, I would be joined by Cooper Hopkins with his favorite team, the Calgary Flames, but he's in the middle of moving around in between California to Seattle for Christmas side to visit family, but his beloved Seattle Seahawks to get a huge win over the Philadelphia Eagles. That does help me locally on this side for the Detroit Lions, because that can help them one of the top seeds. So sent around the inboards nonetheless. Detroit should be able to win the NFC North. You would imagine they could pick up at least one of the next 3. 2 against the Vikings, 1 against the Cowboys. 12 minutes left to go in the third, as it's Nick DeSimone. Kadri will play a backhand in off the window. Mikael has to spin back. Pospisil really getting on his horse. Use the body nicely. You might pry this loose. Here's Kadri, and near the right side wall, glove down by DeSimone. Will take his change. Pospisil's by himself. Near the left side red line, Dennis Gilbert crisscross, as it's Kadri. Near the right side wall, DeSimone, Gilbert. Gilbert makes no mistake, fires it right on, but he'll have to run back across the red and pick it up. 11:25 left to go in the third. John under with you, Nicole. Shots on goal are 26-19 in favor of the Cats, but the Flames have a 2-1 lead. DeSimone now. And across the red in the flaming sea. Nice keeping by Backlund. Fires off the slapper and catched by Stolarz. 11:11 left to go in this third. So I mentioned in the opening, Nazem, Kadri, Connor, Zary, and Martin Pospisil are on the third line. Ryan Huska is moving them around a little bit on that side. And I think it's done well. But Michael Backlund, again, that was a big goal for him on that side. You had another one for Pospisil as well. So other Flames being able to get the job done. That's been the story, especially for losing Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk over the seasons. Backlund now on his forehand, working the way in the high slot. Rasmus Andersson through the traffic. This will pinball right back to Stolarz off the right boards. As Ekblad. Don't know if he caught a stick or if Coleman's going in the box. I'm not sure what they're showing. But Ekblad is going to go off for a slash. It looks like the Flames will go to a power play. And I know on the other side on the YouTube that Twizzy was saying I was going to parlay that. So the Flames on the power play, they are 28th out of 32 teams. Twizzy on this side, I don't think you have to worry about the Flames getting a power play goal. That might be an ultimate jinx reverse, but they've not been very good this year on that end. The Panthers have been excellent in the penalty kill of late. I think the Flames only have 1 shot right now on the power play side. This could be the 4th opportunity, maybe even 5 when this is counted. Kadri near the left side wall. As this is an all-important one now. It's a timely one for the Flames, but can they do it? As this goes off the wall. Kadri turns. He's taken down. It leads to a 2-on-1. It's Reinhart and Forsling. Here's a sauce Forsling. Try to get back to Reinhart, but this was blocked by Rasmus. Long shot. And Connor Zary plays it in between his legs back to Rasmus. And we will start again for the Flames right to left. Markstrom has been pretty decent in this game, all told, in his first start back. Yegor Sharangovich. Kadri. And now Rasmus Andersson back to Kadri. In between the circles, makes the extra pass. Pospisil sends it back for Kadri in the high slot now. Turn around for Zary in that same spot as Rasmus. Back to Connor Zary. Zary walks in between the circles. Oh, like the pass. Lindholm. Rasmus got to fire something on. Lindholm with a rocket. This one gets saved off the 1T by Stolarz. But this is still busy and behind the office of the giant goaltender for the Panthers. Zary using his body to go ahead and kill some more time. Again, Calgary would like to score, but at this time, they like to be able to nurse and keep that lead. Kadri gets away with a cross check there on Mikael as he tries to pry it loose. And now the Panthers will shovel it down the ice. They're free to do so here as they're on the kill. Paul Maurice's squad will take a change. Markstrom will play it. And the Flames will look to start again. Backlund, Huberdeau, left side rush. Huberdeau, cross pass. Is anybody going to be able to hold it in? It's Weegar near the right side blue line as Flames got to reset. Coleman carries off the wall. Hanifin rocket in between the legs of Backlund. Backlund getting worked over. Rush off the wraparound. And Weegar. Stolar says no. It's 2-on-2. Coleman late arriving back check falls down. Penalty hand in the air. This should go against the Flames. A little bit of a trip. And the Panthers go to the power play. 8:45 left to go in the third. Players are shoved into Markstrom, man. We're getting a little testy here. Tkachuk trying to throw some hits against Backlund. How does that work out on that side? Blake Coleman, very upset. He thinks he might have taken a stick up to the hide. But you know what? On that side off the rush, he just tried to cut off the angle. But he's going to get busted, I believe, for a trip. See if there's anything offsetting, though. We'll tell you when we come back. 8:45 left in the third.
The world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and more. All the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special holiday offer. NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience.
A first child can be stressful. So to make things a little less overwhelming, Progressive is offering special rewards for new parents. We're not stopping there. We think even cat ladies deserve reward. Left-handed people, people with birthdays, recent grads who can't live on.
So I hope you're doing well, my friend. I will be back tomorrow night for the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. Wednesday, Friday, I have plans. Thursday will be an earlier game, 7 Eastern between VGK and Tampa. That should be a good one. Saturday is my local assignment for the Waterford Sharks and the Detroit Warhawks. A little bit of a Michigan Independence Hockey League, kind of a house league type of deal. 6 teams on that side, but I do the play-by-play, and that does get uploaded online for the teams on that side. So Blake Coleman gets a piece of Sam Bennett. And let's see. The stick comes back, ricochets, hits Coleman in the face. That's what Coleman was so upset about. But nonetheless, the Florida Panthers go to the power play. They get an opportunity to tie this game at dose. If they can do so right now, there is not a better time than right now for the Florida Panthers here. This game's been a little sleepy at times, especially in that second period as we get a little ice repairs. We have the left side circling a little divot in the ice. So both teams will be able to take a big breath here. As we're in the Saddle Dome in Cowtown in Calgary, Alberta. Ryan Huska looking on right now. Again, I'm doing the solo call. Normally Cooper Hopkins would be with me on this one. But again, I was the one that had some technical errors on this side. So it happens to everybody. We can say that now as it's Barkov. And I say that in the funniest way I can possibly, as this is sent across for Montour. Barkov now, the Florida captaincy. Patient near the right dot, Brandon Montour. Back to Barkov in that same spot. Here's a wrist shot, huge rebound. This will fall to Barkov, and now Montour will settle it down in the high slot. There'll be a chance for Verhaeghe. He'll fire it on, and Barkov had an open net, but he had to find the puck. It's Montour. High slot, Barkov near the right dot. Montour's pass gets deflected. And now this is an opportunity one more time. Backlund! He will fire. If it's 2 short-handed goals, I'd fall out of my chair. Shot that one high. As Stolar's got hit probably in the head with it. He looked like he was shaking up the cobwebs. It's a good shot. Getting some boos here, number 19. The former Calgary Flame, who was a really good one for a long time. Barkov has it. Barkov slows down near the right side dot. I'm looking like Nikita Kucherov. Here's a rocket from Montour at 101 miles an hour. and this one gets blocked. Thank you to Sportsnet for that. My goodness, triple digits as it's sent around the inboards. Weegar, former Panther, now Flame, trying to get this one out. This goes in the players' bench. 23 block shots to 11, and I hope this didn't hit the equipment manager for the Flames. Looks like they're laughing about it, and they're okay. Puck went up. The Flames fans behind them are pounding the glass, happy that they're okay, but they're having a joke about it. Might have got hit with the puck as this one was cleared out in front of Andrew Mangiapane and Jonathan Huberdeau, but he's turning around and saying, okay, Huska's got the puck, and now he wants to get it going to the fans. Everybody is all in good spirits over there, so good to see. 7:25 left to go in the third. Anthony Stolarz play this in behind the cage. Again, the Flames have played a good game defensively here. Got a hold, though. An opportunity for Verhaeghe, cross past Bennett. This is but too far. Bennett lost it. He can't recover, and this one goes down the ice. Stolarz stops it for Ekman-Larsson. 7 minutes left to go in the third now. Flames still up 2-1. Mikael Backlund's shorthanded goal would be the game winner if it holds. Ekblad, high slot, great save for Markstrom. As he flashed the glove near the right post, Ekblad let it go between the circles, and Markstrom made that look easier probably than it really was. Again, Backlund, it's his second shorthanded opportunity. They showed up the replay. It went off the mask of Stolarz. It didn't dislodge it. Hit him pretty good, right in between the middle of the eyes, like Kevin Harlan would say, right between the eyes. Markstrom drafted 31st overall in 2008 by Florida. How funny is that? As it's sent back around the inboards now. Ekman-Larsson, Bennett wins it. Bennett's got it now. Fires high, just barely above the top right crossbar. Sent down, picked up by Florida now. They got to quickly change this Calgary. Don't want to get caught. Evan Rodrigues. This goes off the Calgary stick, up and out of play. And with 6:36 left to go in this third, we might go to commercial break. I think that's what we're leaning toward right now. Is they're showing Rasmus Andersson, maybe not. Maybe they'll go to a half and half. But he's taking his change. That's what they're circling in on. In this previous replay, the puck went off of Rasmus's stick shaft up and out of play from Evan Rodrigues. So we'll stay right here. It'll be Nazem Kadri on a D-zone draw. We'll see if he can get this one done right now, as this is won by the Panthers. But this is cleared by Nick DeSimone. Bounced up in the air. Off the horse here is one Pospisil. And they'll say that he won't win the race, but man, oh man, he was like a racehorse down the ice, using that big body and using those strides trying to beat it out. I think he lost it by a quarter of a fraction of a skate blade, to be honest. It was that close. 30-23 shots on goal. Panthers still down by a single goal. Again, in this question, I asked, the Flames are 3-0 in this matchup since the Tkachuk trade. Will they get another one and go to 4-0? 2 votes say yes. Kadri trying to win this one against Kevin Stenlund, and he does. The third-line centerman can't get it done against the other third-line centerman at this point. Kadri, nice between his legs, trying to find Huberdeau, but he wasn't looking. And now it's Brandon Montour. Down to 6:10 left to go in the third. Pospisil gets it loose, backhanded attempt again, and this one is stopped by Stolarz. 6:10 left to go in the third. Again, the Flames are seeing something now that I can definitely tell you off of those 2 goals that are scored, both backhanded. Flames saying, why not? We've already scored 2 backhanded. We're going to try to take any of our chances backhanded and tight. Huberdeau might have got hit in the face by Montour off the stick battle. And then Gilbert fired a backhand that was swallowed up by Stolarz. Yeah, he caught the face of Backlund here. And they're not calling it. They're giving those customary ref chants. 613 points, 198 goals, and 671 games with the Panthers for Huberdeau. He's in the middle of that gigantic contract, and he admits, even though he's not playing well, he doesn't want to put more pressure on himself and think about the money. You got to earn it after. That's what he says too, and I think that's the right thing to say. As this is near the right side red line, we'll go D-to-D from Rasmus Andersson. Noah Hanifin now will drive from a severe angle. Near the left side, it's Mangiapane. Off his backhand. And near the right side wall will be fired in by Tanev, but this goes up and out of play. 5:46 left to go in the third. look out over there. Some of the fans, they'll get another puck, but the ones that they just showed. We won't go to break this time. 5:46 left to go in the third. Flames up by a goal.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you, not one based on whatever this person is doing.
Again, thank you guys for joining me on the YouTube side. You joined at the right time as it's going to be coming down to the wire. On the Twitter space and the X side, the ESPN went out for a little bit on the Sportsnet feed, so I had to reboot. I was down for about 5. I lost about half of the recorder side on this, so it'll be a double upload of Hopeless Sports Guy. The first part will be the first half, and the next part of the audio recording will be the second half. It's the only way I can do it. Have the full play-by-play. Don't want to miss anything on that end. Because we had the first 2 goal calls, and then everything went to hell in a handbasket. But now we are back here. We're going to finish this game off, and we'll be back tomorrow for the C's and the Dubs. There'll be some NBA action about 10:15 Eastern on TNT. This is the late game on the ice. Every single game tonight. 4-3 win for the Ducks, 4-3 win for the Pens, 3-2 for the Canadians over the Jets, and a 4-3 over the Kraken and the Stars. If we follow that same path, we could have already laid out another 1-goal game. They've all been close today in this 5 game night affair. All of them have been excellent close contests. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the third, and we will be getting back into the play-by-play in a moment. Michael Backlund got the latest. It's a 2-1 lead for the Flames. So the Flames have 5 shorthanded goals in the last 14 games. That is how you try to get the job done here. They need to be able to sustain this lead. About 5:35 left to go. They're up by 1. Jacob Markstrom stopped 29 out of 30. He's had an efficient night. I believe this will be iced against the Flames. Yes, it will. So the personnel cannot make any changes. John Ryder with you. I'm your play-by-play man. It's a solo call today. It is the Calgary Flames at home against the Florida Panthers. Markstrom won the last 2 home games versus the Panthers, a .237 goals against. Numbers are higher than that right now. Again, the Johnny Cash mask, Ring of Fire, that looks pretty sweet on that side with the custom design. As this is sent in, but the Flames will chip it out between the legs of Montour. 5:15 left to go in the third. The Flames are 10-2-1 in the last 13 games against the Panthers. Outscored them 53-35. Here's Backlund. Backhand pass for Huberdeau. A little bit too far near the left circle. Might lose it though. Here's Backlund. Forehand. Work his way in behind the net now. Still keeps it. Partially fans on it. Try to keep it alive for Coleman. Huberdeau between his legs. Coleman driving. He can't find it off the stick. Lift Backlund will recollect this puck. It's Huberdeau now. We'll use the wall. Weegar, take the slap shot. Put this in deep again for Michael Backlund. Backlund gets taken down. We'll pick his stick back up. And now the Panthers will go ahead and acquiesce. Left to right, it's Carter Verhaeghe. He'll fire it in. They got 4:30 left to go in this third. Anybody's contest right now. It'll be an opportunity for the captaincy and Aleksander Barkov. They got to go left to right, start going north-south here and making something happen. The Panthers got to get a goal as this is near the right side red line. It's Ekblad. Oh, crisscross. Barkov. Will be a sharp angle chance near the right side post. This will get knocked away. Mangiapane for number 55, Noah Hanifin. Hanifin, he looked for a breakout pass for Lindholm, but he did gain the red, as we'll still be playing here. Listerinen. Now around the inboards here for Lindholm. That's Mangiapane. He'll give chase. Try to pry that puck loose. Yegor Sharangovich gets dispossessed by Barkov. His two-way play might cause a breakout. Barkov on his backhand will put this one in. Rasmus Andersson will take a look. It's Aaron Ekblad near the right side. Now Barkov. One more time. This will be Listerinen as the Flames try to get this one out, but they can't do it. Aaron Ekblad now waiting near the right side in the high slot as the Flames will get this away at the neutral. 3:20 left to go in the third. Florida leading on the shot board 30-24, but they're down on the scoreboard 2-1. Gain the entry near the left wing side. Shot whistles wide of the right side post. The Flames try to find it now as Mikael has the puck sail up in the air and past him. Sam Reinhart, 13 multi-point games this season, tied for 5th in the NHL. He got the goal, the latest one for the Panthers, but they're still down 2-1. He scored late in the first with 30 seconds left in the power play. It's Zary on his horse, but this is just touched by the last man back. Mikael has it off the spin in his own end. Mikael will retreat, and behind the cage is Stolars. Backlund will watch. Florida starting to run out of time here. 2 minutes 30 left to go in this third. It's Montour. Right wing, beautiful pass. This shot goes wide near the left side post. That was in the high slot. Empty net now for the Panthers. They're going for it. It's 6-on-5. Panthers now near the left side. Here's a backhand. It's funneled in toward the crease. And are we going to get a delay of game? 2:13 left to go in the third. It's going to be a 6-on-4 for the Florida Panthers. And they're only down a goal. They're going to have a 2-man advantage, as this might be Huberdeau, Backlund, I'm not sure. But this is going to be a penalty against the Flames. And the Panthers have a golden opportunity to tie this game late. And for the Flames, that's exactly what they didn't want. They would kind of feel just like how it was last week when they had a win against the Colorado Avalanche and then got bombarded in the third when they had a chance, lost in the shootout against the Vegas Golden Knights. They lost in overtime against the Golden Knights. Mark Stone, a shootout against the Minnesota Wild. And now Backlund, who's been one of the best Flames in this game, goes to the box. Florida takes a timeout. So Backlund in the box for a delay of game. Paul Maurice will take a timeout. It'll be a 6-on-4 for the rest of this 2:13 thereabouts. There'll be 13 seconds left by the time you return to full strength. And by then, the damage could already be done. So Backlund just throws it straight out. He didn't mean to do it. And it's going to be a power play opportunity plus an empty net pool. A 6-on-4 advantage upcoming here for the Cats. 2:13 left to go in the third. You know you're going to see Verhaeghe, Tkachuk, Sam Reinhart, Bennett, Barkov. You might mix in one of the defensemen there. Maybe you take out Bennett, but I see him there. Use Montour, however they want to do it. So the twine in the cage is yawning. It is Verhaeghe, Reinhart, Tkachuk, Barkov that I see there right now. Face-off won by the Panthers in the offensive end. It's 6-on-4. Chucky's got it. Then behind the cage, as Markstrom was holding the butterfly near the left post. It's Montour for Barkov. Funnel it out the net again. Tkachuk is there for a huge battle. Markstrom down. Gigantic rebound again. Verhaeghe trying to find it. It's just a massive humanity. It's drowning pool. Montour, 1T. Markstrom can't find his stick. Oh, it didn't cross the goal line. They're still live right now. The Panthers chop it. And now it's a short-handed for Coleman. Into the empty net. Oh, he missed it. And oh, my goodness. We're going to get a penalty shot. Are they going to say it went in off the slash? It's a second short-handed goal. Blake Coleman scores. Off the rush. Backlund put it over the glass. The Panthers were right there. They funneled it at the goal line. Markstrom lost his stick. It didn't cross the red line. Coleman was off to the races, off the clear. And let's see what happens here. The goal light goes on. It didn't go anywhere. It went in the net and bounced out. That's what I didn't see. It went in near the left side top crossbar, bounced in off the crossbar, and went out in a finger snap. 2 short-handed goals for the Flames. Blake Coleman does it again, and it's a 3-1 lead now for Calgary. I hope I got all of that down and clear with 1:33 left. That was utter chaos. 1:30 left to go in this game. We're 90 seconds away from a Flames victory, but it's still 6-on-4. sent in now. Stolars. He is not here. Into the net. Still 6-on-4. Again, it's a Florida power play. They've given up 2 shorthanded goals in this game. This is an opportunity. Barkov. Tkachuk has it. Fires. Gets blocked. He's still only got 5 on the season. You know he's not healthy playing with the broken sternum, but he's still back out there on the ice. Same thing you can say for Montour and Ekblad. How the hell are they still playing this game? This is fired all the way down the ice. This will not hit the empty net. But again, because of the kill, this won't be ice. This will kill more time. Beautifully here for the Flames. As they'll get this, it'll be Verhaeghe. We'll go ahead and drop this one for Chucky. This goes in between his legs. Now near the right side, fired. Markstrom says no. And this is brushed out. Oliver Ekman-Larsson keeps it in. Ekman-Larsson now. Near the left side, Tkachuk. Touch pass. This goes high. Near the left side glass. 20 seconds left to go in the third. As it's defense trying to find this puck. Verhaeghe sends it around. The Panthers are really running out of time. This is 6-on-5. Backlund out of the box. They'll flip it down. This is rolling end over end. This is recollected by Ekman-Larsson. But that's it and that's all. Blake Coleman made it a 3-1 game. Another shorthanded goal. And the Flames take it. They go 3-0. And the trades, it's Matthew Tkachuk against the Panthers. They take this one 3-1. This was a fantastic contest in the end. It really got a heck of a lot more exciting than it was, especially toward the end. That second period was a little sleepy, but the Flames will take it. And Jacob Markstrom had himself a hell of a return. After missing 7 games, he comes back in and does pretty much a blank job on the Florida Panthers. He stops 34 out of 35. He was brilliant. And 2 shorthanded goals in the period. One for Backlund, his 7th of the year, and Blake Coleman, his 10th. Again, Blake Coleman's going to be my low-key underrated all-star when we get to the point of getting all-star teams announced next month, when I kind of take the ones that aren't normally called. And Jacob Markstrom, without a goal stick, able to make the save, sliding from post to post, then off the right pad. Markey was brilliant. Flames take this one 3-1, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.
TELUS Flames Hockey on Sportsnet. Brought to you by TELUS, the most giving company in the world. Let's make the future friendly.
That ended up being a whirlwind of a game. Twizzy says, good thing I only bet $3. LOL. Yes, I'm not a gambling man myself, Twizzy, on that side, but I think he got burned today. Again, it's a pun there for the Flames, but 2 shorthanded goals? I didn't see that coming at all. Tough luck on that side. But in the open, I would have said this to you too, but I know you already had that down there. This would have been a tough game anyway because the Flames, even though it's 4-4-2 in the last 10, they've hung in there and they fought pretty good. This is a really good win against a good Florida Panthers team. Make no mistake about it. See you guys tomorrow. Peace. And thank you, Twiz.